Handoff straight up the head, and up he goes for 5. Touchdown, Red Devils. And welcome, Red Devil football fans, to another edition of Evanston Red Devil Football live on mylocalradio.com, as well as KNYN 99.1 FM. ELAN OLLIFF here, bringing you the action live from Panther Stadium in the campus of Powell High School. As today's matchup, it gets pretty simple. The winner of this game will have the number 4 spot and the final playoff spot in the 2021 3A playoffs. And the loser, tragically, their season will come to an end tonight here in Powell. It doesn't get any bigger than this in the regular season, that is, as Evanston and Pal battling for that final playoff spot. We are about 44 minutes away from kickoff. When we return, we're going to set the scene for today's pivotal matchup on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
America keeps moving, and Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to help you keep rolling. Whether you need a brand new vehicle or service on one you already own, Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to lend a helping hand. Our certified mechanics are knowledgeable, and our sales team takes the time to get to know you and what your needs are. Stop in today, Auto Farm Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. Evanston's community-driven dealer.
Welcome back to Powell High School for today's very important matchup. Evanston Red Devils taking on the Powell Panthers. And Evanston and Pal, this is an interesting one. Evanston 5-3, Pal 5-3. Evanston 1-2 in the 3A West. Pal 1-2 in the 3A West. Both teams getting their lone 3A West win against Green River. Green River is out of the playoff picture. They will be the first team out in the West, and the last team to clinch a playoff spot will come out of this matchup, as this is huge. Winner of this game will be number 4 in the West and will go to the playoffs. Last time out, the Evanston Red Devils were on the road to take on the now number 3 team in the WyoPreps Coaches and Media Poll. The Star Valley Braves. Final score to that one was 40-6, but that number a little deceiving. 33 of Star Valley's points came in that first half. In the second half, Evanston shut them down and kept up with them. Pal, on the other hand, comes in after a 21-17 loss to Jackson Hole, the number 2 team in the state over in Teton County. When you look at the stats, this is another one that is going to be really a battle in the phone booth, as Pal comes in with the number 4 rushing offense at 189.6 yards per game. Evanston number 2 with 236 yards per game. And then on the rushing defense, Pal comes in number 7 with 281 yards allowed per game. Evanston comes in at number 8 with just over 320 yards per game allowed. So you look at it, and it's going to be kind of fascinating. Each of these two teams have 2 guys in the top 10 of the 3A in rushing. For the Evanston Red Devils, they're led by Jackson Moore, the senior quarterback, averaging 76.7 yards per game, and Carson Knight at 64 yards per game. For the Pal Panthers, they bring in Reed Smith, averaging a whopping 112.4 yards per game. That's good enough for number 3 in the 3A. And Torrin Graham is a great complementary piece, the big fullback, averaging almost 60 yards per game. So, offensively, these teams are mirror images of each other. Where Pal becomes the favorite is on the defense, as the rush defense for Pal has allowed 281.1 yards per game. Evanston, 324.6 yards per game. So also something to keep in mind on the rush, and that's actually overall defense. Apologies. Rush, Pal, 119.4 yards per game. Evanston, 144 yards per game. And 13 rushing touchdowns scored against Evans, 7 against Powell. So Powell the slight favorite, but this one could go any way. And when you have a final playoff spot up for grabs, that is exactly what you expect. That's what it looks like here at Powell as the wind is blowing a little bit from the south sideline, or sorry, south end zone to the north end zone out here at Panther Stadium. We are about 38 minutes away from kickoff. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have our Red Devil Corner segment. It's getting to the end of the fall sports. We got a state championship to contend for this weekend, tomorrow, matter of fact, as the cross-country team is in Ethity, Wyoming, home of Wyoming Indian High School, for the 2021 WHSAA cross-country state championships. And we'll hear from Coach Nate Conrad when we come back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
At Ellingford Brothers, we're known for an excellent steel shop and quality cement. We also provide other products all year round. Sand and different sizes of gravel for road base and landscaping in the summer and fall. Traction in the winter and mud control in the spring. Bark for landscaping in the summer and winterization in the fall. And topsoil. Spring, summer, and fall. Prices are always honest. Pick up or delivery. Ellingford Brothers, your year-round source for so many things. Stop in today at 221 County Road in Evanston.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Last week at the 2021 4A West Conference Championship cross-country meet, the Evanston Red Devils had a very impressive performance led by newly crowned all-state or all-conference runner Derek Parks, and some great performances that really put them in a strong spot going into the state meet in Ethity, home of Wyoming Indian High School, tomorrow. We had a chance to talk with Coach Nate Conrad about how the conference meet went and what the strategy and what to expect at this vital state championship meet. We'll hear from Nate Conrad when we come back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Red Devils. West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When your travels take you to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. The Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Here with cross-country coach Nate Conrad. Coach Conrad, you guys just finished the Western Conference meet. Now you guys are off to Ethity, home of Wyoming Indian High School, for the state championship. How excited are you guys to go back to Ethity after doing that test event a few weeks ago?
We're really excited. It was a great opportunity to see the course, and now the kids are coming away with good knowledge of the course and where they can really attack and be aggressive, and where they need to maybe hold back some and keep some energy. So each kid, each athlete, each runner is going in very positive, knowing that this could be a chance to get a new personal best or season best, and we're looking for faster times this week at state than we were a month ago at the test event. So
I'm guessing the team's already set now. You guys talked about how on that long bus ride you guys were going to set the teams for state off of the conference meet. Were there any surprises at the conference meet for you guys?
No real big surprises. I guess there is one. We have been waiting on Katie Saxton to put in a performance like she did on Friday all season long, and she finally came in. She's been dealing with some health issues, some illness, and some knee and leg issues off and on throughout the season, and so she hasn't ever really put in the type of effort or the type of race that we knew that she could. Her efforts have always been there, but the results just haven't been coming through. But then we put her in the JV race, took all the stress out of running in the varsity event, all the stress of the things that go along with being the number one and being the senior leader and competing against other girls. And I just said, hey, even on a bad race, you should do really, really well in this JV division. And we haven't seen her race in a couple of weeks, and so this was a chance for her to get back. And she blew the doors off of the competition, won by well over 30 seconds. Actually, I think even was close to a minute, and was definitely her best race of the season. And so to see her back out there leading the girls division for our Evanston Red Devils is what we've kind of expected all season, but we haven't seen it a whole lot. So that was a bit of a surprise, and we're really super excited. And if she can lay down a performance like that again this weekend, she could come away with a really good race and possibly a top 10 finish for an all-state recognition, which would be great for her.
Speaking of all-state, we'll talk about all-conference. Evanston has one all-conference runner, Derek Parks. A week after winning in Star Valley, he comes and finishes 7th at the 4A West Conference race. Great latter part of the season for that runner in particular.
Yeah, we definitely seen Derek come along really strong here at the end of the season. He's finally healthy. His legs are feeling really good. His lungs are healthy after having a bit of a cold, and so he's running and racing at the level that we have come to expect after a great outdoor track season last year, where he was one of our top runners. We knew that he was going to be one of our leaders, and it just took some time to get there, but he's now he's ready to go. He's chomping on the bit as a racehorse would be, ready to get on that starting line for the state meet and see what he can do, and possibly see himself getting a top 10 finish and an all-state recognition as well for him.
How's training been for you guys leading into this state championship?
We're just continuing to do our game plan. We've been working on a lot of speed work, having the kids just kind of put their heads down and just race and compete. And, after a lot of the season of working on endurance and having that strength to run a 5K, we're now been really focusing on working on that speed component that you're going to need, definitely at the end of the race, and 2 or 3 other strategic or specific positions within the race to literally pick it up and move and have those fast twitch muscle groups to activate and go after it. So that's where our training's been, and the kids look great. They're getting plenty of rest, so they should feel nice and refreshed and ready to go for Saturday. We're excited.
That's Coach Nate Conrad, head coach for Evanston Cross Country. Coach Conrad, it's time for the state meet. Go out there, do the best you can. Good luck. We're rooting for you. Anything else?
I appreciate all the support, and everybody else, good luck this weekend, and go Red Devils.
A big thank you to Coach Nate Conrad for joining us on our pregame show today. Well, it all comes down to Ethity, Wyoming tomorrow for the cross-country kids. Tonight, though, it comes down to this game for the football team. Winner of this game between Evanston and Powell will be going to the playoffs, and the loser will be going home. So in a way, this is kind of an unofficial playoff game. Winner moves on, loser, their season will come to an end, and they will start thinking about 2022. So you expect a playoff atmosphere, and you expect playoff-type performances. That's where you get big plays from your big players. And one of the biggest players for Evanston this year has been senior quarterback Jackson Moore. We got a chance to talk with Jackson Moore when we did our Get to Know Your Red Devil segment. So when we come back, we'll have Jackson Moore and get to know him a little bit better on Get to Know Your Red Devils. This is a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
Gee, Tommy, you look amazing. Did you try something different with your enamel?
No way. I wouldn't do anything to alter these pearly whites, but I did see Dr. McKay Frankham, who told me if I didn't floss, I could miss up 35% of food particles.
Really? You told you that?
Yep, and you know what? He's 100% right. I started flossing, and now I look better than ever.
Wow, I want to see Dr. McKay Frankham.
Well, give him a call. 307-789-8910. Easy to remember, right?
That's super easy. Dr. McKay Frankham at 307-789-8910. I'll call today.
Welcome to another edition of Get to Know Your Red Devils. Today I'm joined by Evanston High School senior Jackson Moore from the football team. Jackson, I don't know if you've heard the show yet, but it's pretty simple. I've got 10 basic fun questions in front of me, and I need you to pick 4 numbers between 1 and 10. Sound good?
Yep.
All right, so what are you going to do?
I will do 7, 8, 9, and 10.
7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. What has been your favorite memory from being a part of Red Devil football?
Just being with the team, like just the bonds we create, the brotherhood that goes on. It's just simply playing with our seniors and all of those younger kids that are helping us out. It's just that brotherhood that we've created.
And this is a senior class that's gotten a lot of varsity experience, so I'd imagine there's a lot of memories that go back, not just with the seniors, but past classes as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Not even just with the seniors, with the coaches, with Burton. He's been with us since we were in middle school even. So it's just kind of special having that bond all throughout high school.
It sounds like something that really you can't replace.
Oh, yeah, not at all.
All right, number 8. What is your favorite pump-up song right now? What's getting the juices pumped for Jackson Moore?
I don't know. I'm not really a big music guy. I kind of leave that up to Cody Rex. He brings a speaker every game, and David Perez kind of carries that around every pregame. So they kind of get us going with a bunch of different music.
What kind of taste in music do they have?
Just a lot of just pump-up music, rap music, pregame, just to get us going.
Nice. So you're just kind of whatever's playing. You're more about the mental preparation than the, I guess, pump-up music?
Yep, absolutely.
Awesome. All right. Number 9. What is a pet peeve of Jackson Moore's?
Probably a big pet peeve is maybe like a drinking fountain when people put their mouth on the. That's really gross. I hate that. But yeah, that's probably mainly it.
That does sound like a pretty big one, I would imagine. Hopefully you don't see it very often, though.
Oh, try not to.
All right, and number 10. So this is kind of a 2-part question. Number 1, what is your favorite food? And number 2, what is your go-to restaurant in Evanston?
My favorite food is probably crab. I really like that seafood.
You should definitely go to Alaska then.
Yeah, that's one of my dream places to go, actually. And my favorite restaurant is probably just Jalisco's. They have really good Mexican food. It's cheap, and I really like the food there.
I've been there a few times, one of my top spots. What are you looking for on the menu? What's your go-to dish?
Just the street tacos. They're definitely a go-to. I love them.
What's your meat of choice in those street tacos?
Probably the chicken.
Okay, the chicken? Yep. That sounds really good. I'm going to have to go there today. Thanks a lot, Jackson. That's Jackson Moore, Evanston senior, here on Get to Know Your Red Devils. Jackson, thank you so much for the time. Anything else?
Thank you guys for having me.
A big thank you to Jackson Moore for joining us on Get to Know Your Red Devils. And man, after hearing his description of those chicken street tacos, I'm still having a hankering for those. So when I get back into Evanston, I might have to head to Jalisco's and get some of those street cut tacos that Jackson was talking about. Man, that does sound really, really good. Anyway, we are about 25 minutes away from kickoff from this, I guess you can call it what it is. It's a play-in game. Winner of this one does go to the playoffs. The loser of their season is done. I know we've said it a lot, but we're going to be saying it a lot more tonight. But, yeah, this is basically a play-in game. High-pressure situation for both the Evanston Red Devils and the Pal Panthers. Pal, though, has some recent success in the playoffs. This is a team that's only 2 years removed from an appearance in the state championship. They would fall in the big game to Star Valley, but made the run all the way to the big show nonetheless. And this has a lot of players from that team who were sophomores at the time and contributed. Of course, Torrin Graham is one of the names that comes up. And this is a team that would like to go back out and return to Laramie for this massive senior class that we'll show you on mylocalradio.com. And it's senior night here at Powell. And as you can see, the line just stretches way down there is where you see the seniors. So as you can see, good group of seniors here at Powell High School. And those seniors were sophomores when Powell made their run to the state championship back in 2019. So again, this is a team that would like to finish it the way they started it, and it all has to start with a win tonight. Nobody sees the game the way the coach is doing. When we come back, we will hear from Coach Chase Kistler of the Pal Panthers on our First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 at mylocalradio.com. Receive the best service in the industry when you lease or purchase office equipment from the professional, friendly staff at Mountain West Business Solutions. With a guaranteed quick turnaround time, we will save you money, time, and energy with quality products and customer service that is unmatched in the industry. Serving customers in Wyoming and Utah, Mountain West Business Solutions is a local company with a toll-free number, 866-583-9925. Call us today.
As high school sports fans, we know that sometimes you have to drive a long way to get to the next game. If you find yourself on the side of the road, remember that Freeway Tire in Evanston offers service calls and roadside assistance 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's a great idea to have your vehicle serviced, tires checked, and oil changed to make sure it's in top shape before your next long drive. Visit Freeway Tire today, your locally owned and operated tire shop. Freeway Tire, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Here with Pal football head coach Chase Kistler. Coach Kistler, thank you so much for taking the time. First question for you. This is basically a playoff game. Winner will move on. Loser, their season comes to an end. I know for a lot of coaches, they like to say every game is just a game. Is there any difference in the way you guys are approaching this game as to the rest of the season, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago?
Well, we approach every game the same in terms of our work, what we do in the week. But we did emphasize this week that we are focused just solely on Evanston coming to town. And, that's it. That's their only focus is watching film on them, not thinking about next week, not thinking about the previous week, just focusing on Evanston all day, every day, practice, film, all those.
Coach, it looks like you guys are very similar. Both of you guys like to run the ball a lot. You guys do go to the air a little bit more than the Red Devils. What are you guys seeing in scouting the Red Devils that kind of jumps off the screen at you?
Well, they're a strong run team, and they hit the, up front, they hit the hole fast. And you got to be very sound and disciplined up front on defense. You can't give up a gap. You can't guess on a play because everyone has a job to complete when you're going against an option offense like that. And if you take one play off, or even our secondary they get lazy and get their eyes in the backfield, that's when you give up the big pass play. And that's really playing against a team like that. You just got to stay disciplined for 4 quarters.
Coach, you guys are 2 years removed from an appearance in the state championship. And of course, nothing changes a program's culture like success, and success at that level, I'd imagine, changed it quite a bit. How many players are remaining from that state championship run back in 2019 that will be appearing on Friday night?
Oh, let's see. I think there would be 7 that we still have that were a part of that. Because, at that time we didn't travel everyone to a state championship game. We had a playoff team, but I'm pretty sure we had 7 players that really took part in that season and finished out the season, actually played minutes in that state championship game.
And how beneficial is it to have players who have been to that type of stage in this type of situation where it is a win or go home?
Well, I think the biggest takeaway we have, those players, they understand how fun it is to finish out that season and to go on that trip and go into the playoffs, and just, the postseason play is a lot of fun, and it's a big journey for them. And I think they want that same kind of success of getting there and playing in the playoffs. So that's a huge difference. And then also, I've always said that just those moments, the more practice you have in those moments, the better off you're going to be when those moments happen again.
Coach, if you could tell us a little bit about your team. We all know about Torrin Grand. We all know about Reed Smith and how those guys are just absolute monsters running the football. Tell us a little bit about some other players we need to keep an eye on.
Well, the reason that they're having such good success in the backfield is what they have in front of them, and that's, Sheldon Shootman and Lane Schrammick and Carson Lamb. Those are senior guys that play on the line in the trenches and really are the workhorses that allow them to, have the success in the backfield. And then, Jet Schwann is quarterback, sophomore. He's stepping up and playing great. And Sam Whitlock and Zach Ratcliffe, they kind of play all over the place in terms of defense and offense. Whitlock stepped up great at linebacker this year, and Ratcliffe is kind of our strong safety, punt returner, kick returner, and both of them return. And Whitlock's had some huge returns. So we've got guys all over the field that can make a big play when needed.
Last time you guys took to the field, it was in Teton County to take on the Jackson Bronx. By the way, you guys looked great in that game. You did take the loss. What are some lessons that you guys learned in that matchup that you guys are hoping to take forward?
Well, we eventually got healthy for that game. That's really the first time that we really were healthy across the board. We did lose a few guys in that game, with the rolled ankle and stuff like that kind of made it hard for them to finish the game full speed. But luckily it was just kind of one of those in-game scenarios. So they're back ready to go. But some things that we took away with it is we can run the ball against a great team. We can wear a great team down like Jackson. We just got to be more consistent on making plays, catching the ball when we do throw it. And on defense, we actually saw that, we were out of position quite a bit of the time, which gave them some big runs. So just be more disciplined on defense and complete the game. And I think we'll be right there in every game going forward.
I was going to ask about defense. I mean, of course, we know that you guys are fairly run-heavy attack that can go to the air when needed. Tell us a little bit about your defensive strategy.
Well, our defense has always been very strong at stopping the run against most opponents. Most teams really struggle getting the run against us. And in our secondary is what you could call our young guys, but they've come along over the course of the season, leaps and bounds. They've stepped up and made some big plays in the secondary, and they've just been consistent, I would say, all year long. And that's kind of been our, philosophy here at Powell all the years: be consistent on defense. And then our offense has just got to stay on the field to keep our defense rested up.
That's Coach Chase Kistler. He is the head coach of the Pal Panthers football team. Coach Kistler, thank you so much for the time. Good luck on Friday. Anything else?
That's it, Ed. Thank you very much for giving me a call.
A big thank you to Coach Chase Kistler for joining us on the Coaches Show. We're going to step aside when we come back. We're going to set the scene for Coach Jim Burton on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
In May of 2019, Uintah County School District Number 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified Level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosanna Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified Level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes. For the tooth fairy, so the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
October 22nd, 2021, we find ourselves in Powell, Wyoming for the Evanston Red Devils taking on the Pal Panthers for the final playoff spot in the 3A playoffs. It's down to between these two teams. They're the only ones that can get it, so it's pretty straightforward. Win and you're in, lose and you're thinking about 2022 after your season comes to an end tonight. It's the third year of the Jim Burton era. For the first time, Evanston will have a winning record no matter what as they sit at 5-3, getting a 5-0 start. But the Red Devils would love to do another first in the Jim Burton era, and that is make it to the playoffs. In order to do that, they need to finish with a record of 6-3 and coming away, 6-4 and come away with the win tonight. Nobody sees the game the way the coaches do, and when we come back, we'll have head coach of the Evanston Red Devils, Jim Burton, on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football and K9 at mylocalradio.com.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Time flies, especially when you're having fun. This is Jeremy Rex, manager at T-Bar S in Evanston. It's hard to believe that we've been here almost a year with our new management team and staff. Did you know that you can have your vehicle detailed, your windshield replaced, chip repair done, or get your trailer refinished or rewired at T-Bar S? Of course, we are a full-service collision repair shop, too. You can even change your oil and your brakes. Visit T-Bar S today. Let T-Bar fix your car. 515 County Road, Evanston.
Here with Evanston football coach Jim Burton. Coach Burton, now that you've had some time to digest the Star Valley game, what do you feel like are some lessons you guys learned from that experience over in Afton?
I think the biggest thing we learned is that we can play with anybody. Halftime, after half, we played with them. Didn't pull anybody, and we were right there. We've just got to realize that sooner.
Also, the way that Star Valley started the game definitely gave them a leg up in that stadium. Can you talk to us a little bit what it's like to kind of have to manage that type of situation in such a hostile environment?
Well, we obviously didn't do a very good job managing it. They, dropped 33 points the first half. So yeah, it was not good the way it went down, and also, you have a game plan going in, and when things like that start to go happen, game plan kind of goes out the window, and you try to do too much.
That brings us to Powell, and all year the mantra has been, it's just been another game. Go 1-0 this week. It's just another game. This week it's kind of hard to think about it as just being another game. It really is kind of a play-in game. Winner of this one's going to get the number 4 seed in the West. How are you guys managing, that changing dynamic?
I think that we've hyped it. This is your playoff game. You want to keep playing. You got to do it. Either we win and go on, or Pal does. So it is a playoff game for us.
Coach, what kind of environment are you guys anticipating in Powell on Friday night?
It's got to be, they're going to have a packed house, and it's going to be hostile. And, luckily, I think the weather's going to be okay.
That's good for the long drive that we have ahead of us.
Yeah, it's definitely a long drive. That's something I'm hoping they rectify in the off season they're talking about realigning some things, but definitely a long drive, and it's a business trip,
Coach, if you could talk to us a little bit about the things that you guys have done in 2021 that now you believe have brought you guys to this moment that if you guys execute well, you guys are going to be able to punch your ticket for the playoffs.
The biggest thing is consistency. We're much more consistent at positions. We're consistently executing better than we have in the past. Not necessarily, heck, it's a lot of the same kids we've had for a few years. They've learned to be more consistent. They've learned to just be patient. And I think as a coach, I've also learned quite a bit of patience.
There's two seniors who started when they were when they were sophomores. So they're 3-year starters with Jackson Moore and David Perez. Those two come to mind. If you could talk to us a little bit about their Red Devil football careers that may be wrapping up, hopefully not, but just in case it is the final time we see them on the field, talk to us a little bit about those young men.
Both, incredibly hard workers. Jackson's, he's the leader. He's a real quiet kid. He's not a raw guy, but he leads by example. And he's been a captain all year, and that's why he is the leader of this team. David Perez is just lightning in a bottle, right? You just got to find a way to let him out. And as long as he is focused and doing that, he's hard to bring down. He's a tough kid, And then on defense, he's a come up and hit you. But again, they both have really good careers. Jackson Moore, we're hoping we go out on top and win some playoff games and see what happens.
And then, of course, you have the wide receiver, Peyton Cornea. He's at least a 2-year starter. Jake Robinette has been involved in the program for a while. A lot of great seniors. Your son, Pate Burton, he's been part of the program for a while. If you could talk about this senior class.
Again, just kids that have bought in and worked hard. You hit quite a few of them. You've got, Cornea, who's been working really hard, especially in the off season, getting his body ready. Jake Robinette, consistent worker. You're going to run into, the O-line, besides Pate, Cody Rex, 3-year starter. He started late as a sophomore, but he started as a sophomore. Regan Hoggett, just a big brute, and he's just a hard-working brute, and he's going to get things done. Those guys have been really great. Carson Knight, kid, he was he'd been a 2-year starter, but I think he had 18 points at halftime against Riverton defensively and broke his arm last year. So that's another kid that's a big difference between what we're doing this year and last year. He's going two ways, but he's getting a lot done on both sides of the ball. So, yeah, there's not a whole lot you can't say about this senior group. They're just tough.
All right, that brings us to the opponent, Pal. What do you guys see in scouting them that has made them interesting to prepare for?
They're a lot like us in that they really like to run the ball. It's a little different approach. It's more, 2 tight ends. They'll go, the old Maryland I or a power I backfield, run a lot of, blast, toss, and then counter off of that. And then that's where a lot of their successful passes come from, a lot of play action, but just big and strong. Their backs are pretty big. They do have the backs that also go both ways, so that'll be an interesting matchup, both sides of the ball, but big, strong, and they're going to run the ball.
That's Coach Jim Burton, head coach for the Evanston Red Devils. They're in a unofficial playoff game Friday. Winner moves on to the quarterfinals. A loser, their season will come to an end. It'll be in Powell. Kickoff at 6 o'clock. Pregame show at 5:15. Coach Burton, thank you so much for the time. Anything else?
Go Big Red.
All right, 6 minutes away from kickoff. When we come back, we'll set you up for it, and we'll have kickoff for pretty much what is an unofficial playoff game. Winner will get the number 4 seed in the West. The loser will be thinking about 2022 after tonight. This is a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we know our members by name and we love working with them face to face. But did you know that members can also handle almost all banking online? Everything from managing your accounts and paying bills to applying for all types of loans. It's simple and we're happy to help you get started. Join Trona Valley Federal Credit Union today. We're a caring partner dedicated to your financial success. TronaValley.com, member NCUA.
This is Colt Hamilton with Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston. I'm excited to announce our new Legendary Leadership Award. Each month we are going to be giving away $1,000 to a local legendary leader. We need your nominations. We want to start giving back to people that have stepped up to keep our community thriving. Nominate anyone from leaders among our schools, healthcare workers, first responders, and so on. Who do you know that has made an impact in our community? Together, let's recognize and reward people that have made a difference in your lives. Email me your nominations at leaders@RockyMountainYetiEvanston.com or click the link below. Again, that's leaders@RockyMountainYetiEvanston.com.
When do you schedule doctor appointments?
In bed before I fall asleep. In the car waiting to pick up my kids.
We can even do it after breakfast.
We all lead busy lives. Online appointment scheduling puts you in control. In just 90 seconds, you can make an appointment with a primary care provider or specialist at evanstonanytime.com. Select the day and time most convenient for you. Enter some basic information, and just like that, you're scheduled for care. Schedule appointments for next day and beyond at evanstonanytime.com.
Off straight up the head, and up he goes for 5 yards. Touchdown, Red Devils. Welcome back to Panther Stadium in Powell, Wyoming. Evanston Red Devils versus the Pal Panthers for the final spot of the 2021 3A State Championship. We've put something a little new on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We have a software that might work out to keep time on the screen. We're going to turn it over to the PA announcer for our national anthem.
Please stand as Powell High School Marching Band plays our national anthem. Thank you, Powell High School Marching Band, under the direction of...
A great rendition of our national anthem by the Powell Marching Band. As we get ready for this one, 2 minutes away from the start as the Evanston Red Devils get ready to come out to their introduction. White uniforms, red numerals, blue pants, and white, red, and blue stripes up the sides. A red helmet with the white Pitchfork E decal on the left. Coached by Jim Burton, of course. Evanston huddling in that south end zone, getting pumped up for this one. They know that it's all on the line. It all comes down to this. Pal runs out with the Pal Panther flag, black uniforms, orange numerals, a black helmet. And in the far left corner, you have a P lit on fire. I am not joking. It is lit on fire. There's a fire truck right behind it. The ladder is outstretched with the Pal Panther waving proudly from the top of the fire truck. You can get a good look at it on mylocalradio.com as really the playoffs are about to begin for both of these two teams. Elsewhere happening in 3A West, you've got Star Valley and Green River going at it, and already started the battle for the number 1 seed out of the West, Jackson and Cody. Cody leads in the second quarter 13-8 last checked. Last report from wildpreps.com. Mountains way off in the distance with a field right behind the visitors' stands, and that field stretches for a while. Looks like you can see a mile out there as we get set for this one. Evanston won the toss, and they will choose to kick. So Powell will return it. Powell will be moving right to left on your screens on mylocalradio.com. Evanston will be playing defense. And I've got welcoming back to the broadcast booth our good friend and cameraman of the year, Mr. Parker Burton, who has done a bang-up job for us all year as Dylan Lichty goes out to kick it off for the Red Devils. All right, here's key number 1 of the game. Have a good first half and respond quickly. If Powell does score on this opening drive, then Evanston just needs to take a deep breath and respond. That has been probably one of the biggest challenges to the Red Devils in the last 3 weeks, is responding after first half challenges thrown down by the other team. 12 minutes on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, and Dylan Lichty, right foot to ball. It's a squib kick caught at the 30, out to the near side 40 numbers, and Carter Randall tackles him up and brings him down.
Stand ball for the Panthers, taken down by number 2, Blake Ross. First and 10 Panthers.
Clock stops at 11:55 as it'll be first and 10 Panthers. Ball almost at midfield. They're probably about 3 yards shy, so we'll call it first and 10 from the Pal 47. Sophomore quarterback, Schwann. Under center, he's got those 2 running backs, Torrin Graham and Reed Smith, and Evanston jumps off sides. It looked like the Cody Rex just stumbled forward and lost his balance. It wasn't a jump or anything. He just kind of lost his balance and fell forward, and that'll make it first down and 5 on the Evanston 48-yard line. Strong eye formation, hand off to Reed Smith. He's got room off of the left tackles, crosses the 50-yard line, picks up a first down, and the clock still rolling. 11:42, Kai Barker on the stop. First down, Panthers. Ball on the 41-yard line of Evanston. 11:32 remaining on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard in the mylocalradio.com first quarter. Strong eye formation again. Schwann under center. Takes the snap and hands it off to Smith. He's got room to run on the far side, gets to the hash and tries to cut up the numbers, but he's trapped and brought down. A good stop by the Red Devils. Brady Roberts, number 20, makes the play. There's a flag on the play, and it will be holding on Powell. So that'll push him back even more, and things look a little bit better for Evanston. 11:15 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. So that'll push them all the way back to the Evanston 47-yard line. So it'll be first down and 15.
First down and 15 for the Panthers.
First and 15, ball on the far hash. One wide receiver lined out left. Strong eye formation yet again for the sophomore quarterback, Schwann. He takes the snap, hands it off to the big man, Torrin Graham, who rumbles right into the pile. And there's about 3 Red Devils all in on the play.
Second down and 7.
As the clock continues to roll, we're going to stop the plug-in that we have here. We will update it so it can kind of get to be official, but it's 10:53 remaining on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Second down and 7 after the game of 3 by Torrin Graham. Ball inside the Evanston 40. Strong eye formation yet again. Pitch to Smith in the backfield, and he is going to outrun Quentin Elmer. Turns up the numbers on the far sideline, shoved out of bounds by David Perez with 10:27 remaining in the first quarter. And we got a flag as well. And that's going to be on Powell, it looks like. We're going to let the clock roll until it catches up with the official game clock. It'll be a legal block on the Panthers. So it'll go and be second down and long with 10:27 remaining on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard.
Brings up a second down and
as the clock rolls, here we go. At least he gave the signal to roll the clock, but it's not rolling on the field here. Strong I formation for the Panthers again. Schwann pitches it out to Smith, this time going from the right sideline, cuts up at the hash, and diving tackle at the 40, another flag again.
Ball carried by Reed Smith.
And this is going back on Powell. 2 penalties in a row. Holding on Powell. And now Evanston getting some first half or first quarter momentum here, as it'll drop them all the way back to the 50. And they got to get to the 31. Second and 19 for the Pal Panthers.
Brings up a second down and 19 for the Panthers.
Schwann gets the play from his head coach, and off he goes out there. Clock rolling, 10:01 remaining on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard in the MyLocalRadio.com first quarter. Second and 19 from the 50. Strong I formation. They may force Powell to pass here. Schwann under center. Fakes handoff to Graham. It is going to be a pass. He's got room to work with, throws a bullet, caught just around the 40, and dragged and brought down Cohen Morrow. Good reception by number 88, Austin Graft, the tight end. I'll bring up 3rd and 8 for the Panthers. In the MyLocalRadio.com first quarter. Having a business and not advertising is like throwing an expensive party and not sending out any invitations. Invite people to your party by advertising high school sports. Call My Local Radio in Evanston, 789-8116. Pass play again for Pal. That one is caught by Torrin Grant at the near side 30, and he's tripped up at the 25 by Carter Randall, getting all the way down to the 20-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 Panthers with 9:02 left in the first quarter. 1st down and 10, ball in the red zone for the Panthers the first time tonight. 9:02 the official time. Strong I formation, near side hash. Here we go again, and it's a handoff to Reed Smith. He goes into the line. Red Devils read it well. Maybe a gain of about 2 yards on the play. Carson Knight in on the stop for the Red Devils. And it is 2nd down and 8 after the 2-yard gain by Reed Smith. Ball on the 18-yard line. 8:30 and counting to play. Strong I formation on the near hash. Schwann takes the snap, pitches it out to Smith again in the backfield, tries to roll forward. Wrapped up and bringing him down is Brady Roberts. And it's another gain for the Panthers, and it is enough for a 1st down.
That's a 1st down, Panthers.
And with 8 minutes and change left in the MyLocalRadio.com first quarter, it'll be a 1st and goal from the 9 for the Panthers. Strong I formation again. And he pitches it out to Smith, almost the same play, except Evanston clogs up the holes. Smith has to reverse field, goes right to left, and is dragged out of bounds. Is he in the end zone, though, by Carter Randall? He is. Reed Smith just kind of went to the right. There was nobody there. And then making Evanston chase him as he went to the right, reversed to the left sideline, and punched it in. And with 7:42, it is 6-0 Powell. On to kick the extra point. It's up, and it is good. 7-0 Powell with 7:42 remaining in the first. This is a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
They say the three most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you will get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
$7:42 left in the first quarter, and it's 7-0 Powell on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard after an 8-yard run by Reed Smith. Setting our Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard.
Perez and Roberts back deep for Evanston.
As Evanston will get the ball for the first time tonight. Roberts and Perez back to receive for the Red Devils. Kicking right to left for Powell. As this one is a high end over end kick, and it is out the back of the end zone for touchback. Red Devils take over at their own 20, and that's where they'll start it. By the way, the kicker for the Panthers is Hawkins Sweeney, 5'7" senior weighing 140 pounds. Red Devils start on their own 20. The ball will be dead center of the field as that first kickoff to Evanston goes out of bounds. Evanston, if you're the Red Devils, you need to put together a drive here. That has been kind of a bugaboo for them the last few weeks, not responding in first quarters. Anyway, handoff to Carson Knight. He rumbles forward and picks up a good chunk of yardage.
Carson Knight on the carry.
It'll be about 2 yards on the play.
Taken down by number 48, Landon Brinselton.
And the Red Devils, with 7 minutes and change, make it 2nd and 9 after the 1 yard gain by Carson Knight. Ball on the near hash. You've got one wide receiver split out wide left. Moore under center. Quarterback keeper has room to run, gets through the left tackle. Great blocks there, boys, on the front line. And Jackson, picks up a good chunk of yardage. We'll call it 7, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 3. So a 6-yard gain for Jackson Moore as we are under 7 minutes to play on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. So 3rd and 3. Moore goes under center. Ball on the far hash mark. And he hands it off to David Perez. He gets to the near side numbers, cuts up field, fights his way out to the 35, and is going to pick up the first down. No problem. First down, Red Devils.
Tackled that time by Trey Stennerson for the Panthers.
All the way out to the 35 is where they'll spot it. And having David Perez back is a huge advantage for the Red Devils. Ball on the 36-yard line near hash. Jake Robinette split out wide. Also there is Perez. So this time you've got 4 wide receivers for Evanston with Quinn Elmer motioning left to right. It is a pass play. Dropping back, rolling to his left is Moore, looking for Elmer around the 40-yard line, and it's incomplete. And we got another penalty on the field. With 6:02 left is when the clock stops. 2nd and 10. Face mask on Powell. So that's going to help Evanston out a little bit more, and it'll be a repeat of that first down, plus give them 5 yards. 1st and 5 from the 40 of Evanston for the Red Devils.
Just a 5-yard face mask penalty.
So the clock starts again.
5 Evanston.
1st and 5 Evanston. That incomplete pass taken off as Peyton Cornea jogs on from the far sideline. Elmer was all alone on that right sideline, but they just couldn't get it to his hands. Ball dead center of the field. Tight formation for the Red Devils. Moore under center. Takes the snap. Hands off to Carson Knight, who tries to find a hole, but it's clogged. Nowhere to go. Read well by Whitlock. Sam Whitlock, the senior, 5'11", 171 pounds. Torrin Grant also in on the hit, and that'll be a gain of 1 for Carson Knight. That'll have to be some of the hardest yard he's ever gained as he takes one step forward and Graham and Whitlock just clogged the hole. 2nd down and 4, ball at the 40-yard line on the near hash. Moore surveys the field, tight formation for the Red Devils. Jackson takes the snap, pitches out to Quentin Elmer. He's rolling around the left side and is stopped in his tracks. A good gain for Quentin Elmer, but Torrin Graham just runs up and bear hugs him, and that looked like one of those unstoppable forces meets an unmovable object type things. Absolutely stopped in your tracks. 3rd down and 3, ball on the 41-yard line of Evanston. Last time Evanston had 3rd down and 3, they went David Perez and they converted it. Moore under center. Hands off, nope, it's a quarterback keeper, and Jackson Moore is going to get stood up at the line. Great read by the defensive line of Powell, and with 4:13 to play in the first quarter, brought to you by MyLocalRadio.com, it'll be a punt for Evanston, so it'll bring 4th down and 2. Kai Barker comes out. He'll stand on his own 30-yard line to boot this one away. This one a high spiraling kick. It gets to the 20, fielded about there at the 25 to the 30, cutting up on the far hash to about the 42-yard line and brought down. Cody Rex on the play. First and 10, 3:33 to play on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 1st and 10, Panthers, ball on their own 42-yard line. On the far hash, strong I formation for the Panthers. Actually, check that. Looks like a snap in the shotgun, pitch out to Torrin Grant. He turns up the near side numbers and comes out of bounds around the 45 of Evanston. Sophomore Kai Barker makes the play. Torrin Graham, the fullback for Powell, comes in with 6'1", 220 pounds. He is not an easy guy to bring down. 326. Powell. Another flag on the play. Is this going to be on the Panthers again? It is. Interference on, or illegal motion, check that, on the Panthers. And with 326, I've already lost count of how many penalties Powell has gotten, but that is definitely something that Coach Kistler will want to address at the nearest timeout. Parker Burton, I think, is keeping track of it for us. He says he thinks it's 4 penalties, and it just might be. 1st and long for the Panthers. First and 15, ball on the 37, in between the hashes, shotgun formation. Schwann takes the snap. He takes a 2-step drop, throws, and that one is caught and incomplete. Great breakup by Brady Roberts. It was squarely in the hands of the receiver. Roberts comes up and just knocks it away before he can get before Trey Stenderson can get anything established. And with 3:09, it is 2nd and 15, ball on the 37. Far hash mark and another shotgun formation coming up for the Pal Panthers. Takes the snap and pitches it to Smith, and he's brought down at the line of scrimmage. Great read by the Evanston defense, getting the credit for the play was Carter Blair. 3rd and 15. Clock still rolling, under 3 minutes to play here in this first quarter, brought to you by MyLocalRadio.com. Reach your audience with a powerful ad in high school sports. Call MyLocalRadio.com today, 307-79-8116. Shotgun formation. Schwann looking forward, the pass, and he is flushed out and sacked. Brought down. Wait, I think the ball's loose. Evanston might be coming up with it. And they did. They didn't get it. Instead, it'll be 4th down, and the Panthers are coming off the field. That is a big stop for the Red Devil defense. Great stand. Capitalizing on the mistake, and now Evanston sends Kai Barker and David Perez, Brady Roberts to receive. Punt, snap is on the ground, and it's going to go right at Brady Roberts. Caught at the 30. He's got a great block from Kai Barker. Now turns upfield, and Perez still on his feet at the 40, 45, 50, and is tripped up. And there's a flag. Flag thrown. And with 1:33, this might be the first penalty on Evanston. It will be. Personal foul on the Red Devils, so that'll back them up a little bit more and negate the great Brady Roberts return. So Evanston, though the momentum is starting to shift a little bit towards the team in white after that big defensive stand. 1:33 left here in the MyLocalRadio.com first quarter. Evanston 6 hours down the road from Powell. 1st and 15, Red Devils on their own 31, ball on the far hash. Bunch formation for the Red Devils. Moore under center. Takes the snap. He's looking to pass. Flush. Throws to his right. Finds Knight. Caught at the 35 the 30. And he gets to the first down. And that's about it. Torrin Graham makes the stop. But Graham really just met that bullet pass right over the top of the pack. Right, I mean, it's a good reception by Knight, but Graham read it beautifully. Round a minute to play in the first quarter. Moore takes the snap, pitches it out to David Perez. He gets a block, but is absolutely wrapped up and bear hugged.
Ball carried by David Perez.
Big tackle there by Sam Whitlock, who just bear hugged him and put him in the ground. And under a minute to play in the first quarter, it'll be 3rd down and long for the Red Devils. 3rd and 11, ball on the 30-yard line. They got to get out to their own 41 in order to pick it up. We'll see if they get a playoff in time, as we are right around 30 seconds remaining in this first quarter. And Moore does take the snap, dropping back to pass, has company in the backfield, makes one man miss, and is still on his feet, throws at the 30. That one is off of the face mask of David Perez. It would have been caught around the 46 of Powell on the near sideline. And with 9 seconds to play, it'll be 4th down and 11 here in the first quarter. But, man, that would have been a great reception for David Perez to kind of change the momentum up a little bit. And he's wide open, standing around the 46. It just kind of bounces off his face mask and hits the turf. Kai Barker standing around his own 20 to punt it away. takes the snap. And this one is a high spiraling punt. It will be caught around the 40, and Evanston locks out the Panthers. Picked up by the Red Devils right at the horn. So, with one down, it's 7-0 Panthers. Well, looks like Evanston might be getting that quick start that they need. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have the second quarter. It'll be Powell football on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
The only touchdown, an 8-yard run by Reed Smith with 7:02 left in the first, and Powell leads it 7-0 as we roll into the second quarter. The Panthers will take over 1st and 10 on their own 35. Sophomore quarterback, Schwann under center, hands off to Smith. He cuts at the 40 and picks up maybe about 8 yards as he gets to the near side numbers. Once he got to the near side numbers, he's tripped up by Brady Roberts, and it'll be an 8-yard gain. So 2nd down and 2 for Powell. Ball on the near side hash, 2nd and 2, ball on the 43-yard line. Snap and handoff to Smith. He rolls to the left. Regan Hoggett wraps him up, but he breaks the tackle. Out across the 50 to the near side 40. Gets out of bounds. Chased out by the Red Devils. Carter Randall. It'll be 1st and 10 Panthers in Evanston territory. Ball on the 31-yard line. Reagan Hoggett got there, got arms around him, but Smith was just kind of able to shrug him off and cut to the near side numbers. Got up the sideline, and that's a big gain for Powell. 1st and 10, 11:20 to play in the second quarter. Ball on the 31-yard line. Takes the snap. Pitches to Smith, and there's a flag. It looks like it's going to be false start on the Panthers. It is. And now the Red Devils with another opportunity like what they saw just a series ago. Remember, it was the penalty on Powell that pushed them behind the sticks that gave Evanston the momentum that forced Powell to go to the air on it. And if you can go to the air, if you can force them to go to the air here, that would be big. Eleven minutes and 17 seconds. Here comes the snap. Handoff to Smith. He rolls to the right, gets to the sideline at the 30, and chased out of bounds about the 20-yard line.
Taken out of bounds by Jackson Moore.
Jackson made the play to force him out, and now it'll be 2nd down and 4. Ball on the 25-yard line of Evanston.
Or a long throw.
Ball on the near hash. Strong eye formation again for the Panthers. Sophomore quarterback Schwann under center. Takes the snap. Hands off to Torin Graham, the fullback, out of the strong eye, who just buries off the left tackle. And it's a 1st down for Powell. 11:05 to play here in the first half. Ball on the 15-yard line of Evanston. .58 and counting to play here in the second quarter as the clock rolls on. 1st and 10, ball on the 15. Torin Graham, the big man, just rolled by His left tackle gave him a good block. Schwann under center. Takes the snap. Hands off to Smith, who's headed for the right hash and cuts up field, brought down around the 5-yard line. And he's going to be just shy of the first down. Second down and 1 from, we'll call it the 11 of the Panthers. Ball on the near hash mark. And one thing that Evanston needs to figure out is how to stop Smith, who has just been absolutely dynamic from the backfield. Again, Smith averaging 118 yards per game. Under center is Schwann. Takes the snap and hands off to Smith. He rolls to the right side hash and is in the end zone. Touchdown, Powell. With 9:56 as Reed Smith brings it in from about 11 yards out. 13-0 Powell on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Swenson to kick the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. So 9:56 to play in the first half, and it's Powell 14, Evanston nothing on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
America keeps moving, and Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to help you keep rolling. Whether you need a brand new vehicle or service on one you already own, Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to lend a helping hand. Our certified mechanics are knowledgeable, and our sales team takes the time to get to know you and what your needs are. Stop in today, Auto Farm Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. Evanston's community-driven dealer.
The Lumber Yard in Evanston caters to commercial and residential customers. They have all your DIY projects covered, including tool rentals. You can rent lots of things from tables and chairs to scaffolding and U-Hauls at the Lumber Yard in Evanston. Fully stocked and ready to help.
Hawkins Sweeney on to kick it back to the Red Devils with 9:56 to play in the first quarter. Back to receive for Evanston. Perez and Roberts. Kickoff from the near hash, and it's a high end-over-end kick. Roberts will let that one go out of bounds. So the kickoff goes out of bounds, and the woes, the penalty woes continue for Powell. I believe that is their 6th penalty to my count.
Kickoff goes out of bounds.
And that'll move Evanston up quite a bit, as Evanston will take over at their own 35-yard line. Ball on the near hash, 9:56 to play here in the first half. Ball in between the hash marks, and now Moore goes under center. Takes the snap, hands off to Carson Knight. No, it's a fake pitch out to David Perez. He's at full speed, across the 40 to the 50. Makes the spin move, still on his feet at the 45 and gets out of bounds.
Perez on the carry for
David Perez. My goodness. Just absolutely rolled. And first off, it was a great sell by Jackson Moore. And then he finds Perez, who just gets up to top speed, and when he does, it's hard to stop him. 1st and 10, ball on the 47. Evanston on the right side of the 50. And AARP Wyoming wants to remind you that good things happen after 50 as Moore. Quick pass, throw, right side, caught at the 40. On the far sideline, Peyton Cornea with the catch. And the clock's still rolling. I thought he was out of bounds. It'll be second down and 2. Ball on the 39-yard line of Lander. Moore hands off to Knight, who goes right into the pile and picks up the first down. Big play for the Red Devils. 9:18 left in the first half. And it'll be a fresh set of downs. Ball on the 35-yard line, 1st and 10. Bunch formation for the Red Devils with the exception of one wide receiver, and that's where Moore wants to go. He's looking to pass, rolls to his right, throws. That one is caught on the jump at the 20 for another first down on the far sideline. Big reception
Pass complete to number 23,
by Quentin Elmer. 9:02 to play, and the Red Devils are in the red zone and are looking for their first half score since the game against Green River. And if they get it, watch out. Moore goes under center, hands off to Knight, and he rolls forward for a good gain. We'll call it a medium gain, about 6 or 4 or 5 maybe. 6-yard gains. Second down and 4. Ball inside the 20. Here we go again. Hand off to Knight. Nope, it's quarterback keeper. And Moore actually did give it to Knight, and he went forward, picked up a yard on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 3. Ball on the 13-yard line. Long-looking 3 for the Red Devils coming up. 3rd and 3. It'll be interesting to see if they go for it if you're in 4-down territory here, or if you let Dylan Lichty go out and try to kick the field goal if you're not successful here. 8 minutes and change to play in the second quarter. Moore, quarterback keeper, now pitches it out to Quentin Elmer. He makes a turn at the near side 10, and there's a flag. He's so close to the first down, but he doesn't quite get it. And the way Evanston's reacting makes me think that this penalty is on the Red Devils. It'll be holding on Evanston. And 3rd down and long coming up for the Red Devils. It pushes them way back there. Big holding penalty that puts Evanston
looking at a third
from their own 23, so 3rd and 15. Moore goes under center. Near side hash, Jackson dropping back to pass, throws right side, caught by Quentin Elmer on the run. He makes a spin move and is brought down.
Moore's pass complete to Elmer that time. Taken down by
Quentin Elmer is having a game in the receiving department. That makes Jackson Moore, I believe, 2 for 3 today, and it'll be 4th down and 3. What do the Red Devils do?
Here for the defense.
And they are looking to go for it. Big 4th down coming up. Can Evanston convert here? That is the big question. 7 minutes and 20 seconds. We're a little bit off on the mylocalradio.com scoreboard. Moore driving back to pass, throws right side. That one is incomplete. And the Red Devils want pass interference intended for Peyton Cornea. You would have caught it in the end zone.
By Zach Ratcliffe.
Zach Ratcliffe on the coverage.
And
it's a turnover on downs to the Panthers deep in their own territory with 7 minutes and 13 seconds to play in the first half. First and 10 from their own 12. So Evanston, if you can get them to make a mistake here, then Powell would be way backed up. But right now, you've got to just play it 1 down at a time. Schwann under center, strong eye formation. Takes the snap, and it's a handoff. Evanston, though, read it well. Maybe about a 2-yard gain for Torrin Graham. Braxton Bauer in on the stop for the Red Devils, and it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the gain of 4 for Torrin Graham. Torrin, again, we've mentioned at 6'1", 230 pounds. He is a big guy, and all he's got to do is just go right into the pack and get some push, and he's got it. 6 minutes and 40 seconds and counting to play on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Strong eye formation again. Schwann takes the snap, hands off to Smith, and he is tripped up from behind by Brady Roberts after a good gain by Smith. Reed Smith just goes off of the right tackle. Great block there by the offensive line. But Roberts does a good job reading it, filling the hole, and it'll be 3rd down and 2 for Powell. Big play here for both of these teams. Powell leads at 14-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 2 runs One from 8 yards out, one from 11 yards out by Reed Smith. Strong I formation again. 3rd and 2. Ball on the 20. Handoff to Graham, and he is wrapped up in the backfield. Great read by Cohen Morrow, the sophomore, who gets there and just does what he's done all year and make it happen. It's a loss of 2, and that's not often that you bring Torin Graham down for a loss of 2, and the sophomore did a great job. 4th down, and I think it's about 4. David Perez standing on the 40-yard line of Evanston, back to receive the punt. Here's the snap. Kick is up, and that is a missile going way out there. It hits around the 20 to the 10. Great punt to the 5, and inside the 5, finally picked up by Powell. Wow. What a punt there.
Down on the other end of the field by Hawkins Sweeney.
Hawkins Sweeney just with the great play. That was impressive. That was one of those ones where as soon as it hit the air, you just knew that was going a ways. But the important thing is Evanston gets a big defensive stop. Like we're starting to see that defense come back like we saw in the first 5 games where they're not allowing a lot. Both of Powell's touchdowns have come from shorter fields, about 60 yards or so. And with 5:07 to play, Evanston takes over on their own 3. 1st and 10 on the 3. Ball in between the hash marks. Taking the snap and handoff to Knight, who goes right into the pile and falls forward for a few. It'll be a gain of about 5 yards. Check that. That's the quarterback keeper, Jackson Moore, who made the play. And now under 5 minutes in the half. 2nd down and 6. Here's an important thing to remember. Evanston deferred to the second half, so Evanston with a chance to go 2 for 1. As we are winding the clock down, 1st down and 6. 2nd and 6, excuse me. Ball on the 7. And it's a handoff yet again, and another tug of war at the pile. Good gain by Carson Knight, who picks up a few. And it'll be 2nd down and 8 after the 2-yard gain. Knight is just went right into the fray, and then the offensive line got behind him. And again, we're going to see that tug of war, football in a phone booth, battle in the trenches type football all night. 3:59 to play here in the first half. Ball in between the hash marks, 3rd and 3 from the 10. Moore, fake pitch, gets it to David Perez, who tries to turn upfield, but is brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
David Perez on the carry,
who tried to just turn on the jets. We've already seen tonight how fast Perez can get to top speed. That time he just needed to maybe get to that far hash, but the Powell defense read it well. 4th and 4, 3:26 to play here in the second quarter. 14-0 Panthers as Kai Barker stands in the shadow of his own end zone to punt it away. Snap is right at the belly of Barker. He sends that one, and it will drop down right around the 45. Making the catch and on the run is Sweeney. Gets to the near 30, makes a cut, still on his feet at the 25, and steer wrestled down, really, as Cohen Morrow had to get there and just check that. Blake Ross had to get there, and I don't mean like he was bulldog down, but he had to grab on, hang on tight, and drag him into the ground. Great return by Zachary Ratcliffe. 1st and 10, ball on the 25. Under 3 minutes to play in the half. Short field for Powell, and this is how they've gotten their previous 14 points. Strong I formation for the Panthers. Schwann under center. Takes the snap. Hands off to Smith, who's got a gain and probably close to about a 1st down as he just goes straight ahead. Pick up of about 7 yards on the play for Smith.
Looking at a second down and
it'll be second down and 4 after the 6-yard gain. Smith did a great job reading the block off of his right tackle, right guard, who was just able to kind of clear a path for him as he just goes forward. And again, we use the word dynamic, and that is exactly what he's been in this game. Second down and 4, 2:20 to play on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard here in the second quarter. 14-0 Powell. They're knocking on the door again. Strong I formation. Schwann hands off. Nope, it's a fake handoff. Play action. Pass looking for the end zone. That one is incomplete. He overthrew his intended receiver. Austin
Jackson Moore on the coverage for Evanston.
Graft, the tight end. He would have had him dead center of the end zone, but he overthrew him. And with 2:05 remaining, Jackson Moore also great coverage there. .205 remaining. Clock a little bit off, but I think we're getting the hang of providing the time on that Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 14-0 Pal. 2:05 left in the second half. Second quarter, And toss out to Torrin Graham. Regan Hoggett wraps him up on the near sideline and brings him down but not before Torrin Graham picks up another Powell first down.
That's a first down, Panthers.
First and 10 Panthers, ball on the 12 of Evanston. Evanston needs a defensive stop here. It would be 21-0 if they were able to put in the touchdown and the extra point. Another strong I formation for the Panthers. Handoff to Torrin Graham. Great read by the Evanston defense.
Landon Brazelton on the carry for
1:29 to play as the Red Devils do a good job reading that one. It was a handoff, and trying to go straight was the Panthers sub back. I didn't catch the number. He's already off the field. But he just went straight, and Evanston clogged the hole very, very quickly. About a minute to play in the second half. Or second quarter, check that. Here we go. And it's a quarterback keeper. No, he fooled everybody. And Reed Smith gets in to the near side pylon. So tricky. This Pal Panthers offense, it looked like it was Schwann who had it, but then Reed Smith takes it in from 12 yards out. He's the man with the ball and just rolls all the way to the near side front quarter pylon, stretches out the ball for the touchdown. Swanson on to attempt the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good.
It's good. Our score with 50 seconds.
So with 50 seconds remaining in the half, it is 21-0 Pal on top of Evanston on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Football and K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
Red Devils down 21-0 with 50 seconds left in the first half. On a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Football on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com. Sweeney on to kick for the Panthers, and next time we get a chance to talk about him, we definitely should, as his kicking stats have been unbelievable in 2021. Sweeney sends an end-over-end kick straight into the arms of Roberts. He now goes from the near sideline, now laterals to David Perez. Great move there to get it to David, and now he'll just kind of dive forward. Still behind the 20, though. That was an exciting little moment there. Roberts just kind of flicks it over to Perez. I think it was one of those deals where it was, we want the ball in David's hands. How do we make that happen? And that's exactly what they did. 1st and 10 Red Devils with 40 seconds to play in the half. Ball on the 18-yard line of the Red Devils. Evanston looking at a different package here. Under center will be Jackson Moore, but I see 4 wide receivers, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Moore takes the snap. Hands off to Knight, who takes it on the option, who just dives forward, picks up a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 1 from the 19. That was one of those ones where you just kind of put it in the belly of Knight. Timeout called. That's the first timeout used. We're going to keep it right here. That was one of those ones where Jackson just put it in the belly of Knight and saw that there wasn't much there, so just kind of dived forward to try to give them something. .32 seconds to play here in the first half. I want to invite you to stay tuned for our halftime show. We'll have some highlights from this one as well as a check-in on games around the state. Also our Excellence in Evanston segment where we speak with Evanston High School Principal Merle Lester. That's our halftime show. That'll be coming up in about 32 seconds of game time after a break. 2nd down and 10. Ball on the 18-yard line on the near hash mark. 2 wide receivers split out wide left, 2 bunch to the near sideline. Shotgun formation. Moore dropping back to pass, looking to his right, throws, but it's intercepted at the 25. Off it and running is Torrin Graham, who is in the end zone. Pick 6. There's a flag on the play, but that's going to be on Evanston. A Red Devil player in desperation tried to stop Graham from going into the end zone, pulled the jersey, and the big 6'1", 220-pound monster gets the pick 6. And it's 27-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. That'll bring up Sweeney to kick for the Panthers. That one was just one that fell early, right into the arms of Torrin Graham. Moore had no choice but to get rid of it, and as we suspected, the penalty is on Evanston. And with 23 seconds remaining, we will see Sweeney, Hawkins Sweeney, come on to attempt the extra point. Sweeney, he is 20 of 21 on extra point attempts. And with the penalty, it's going to move him closer. And it looks like Powell wants to go for the 2-point conversion. So that moves the ball pretty much on the goal line with that penalty. It'll be placed on the 1-yard line. Evanston's going to have to stand up one play in order to keep this from going in. 23 seconds, and it's 27 left in the first half. It's 27-0 after the pick 6 by Torrin Graham. Here we go. Schwann under center, strong eye formation. Takes the handoff, hands off to Smith. He runs around the far side, wins the race to the corner to the end zone. And the 2-point conversion is good. 23 seconds remaining in the first half, and it's 29-0. Powell on the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com. We're going to keep it right here. We want to give a big thank you to Boogie Boys Garage for their support of Evanston Red Devil Athletics on MyLocalRadio.com. Boogie Boys Garage at Evanston. Let's make your vehicle boogie down the road again. Torrin Graham with the pick 6. And a 2-point conversion makes it 29-0 Powell with 23 seconds remaining in the first half. Powell wanting to clinch that final spot in the playoffs, and a win here would do it. And Evanston's season would end. A season that has seen great improvement, great strides towards what they want to go. But it's not over yet. Only about halfway through, and we have seen the Red Devils come up big in the second half. Sweeney sends an end-over kick right at Brady Roberts. It drops down and into the end zone for a touchback. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Red Devils. You got 23 seconds to work with, and I think right now if you're Evanston, you need to figure out a way to put something on the board before the half. Now you got to look at that 4th down and 3 stop that Pal had early in the game, and that is huge now. One wide receiver split out wide. That is Jake Robinette. Handoff for the Red Devils, by the way, is the play. And Carson Knight picks up about 2 yards. Check that, David Perez. And that is going to be probably your final play of the half as the clock continues to roll down. As we are about to hit zero. So the score at the half, Pal 29, Evanston nothing on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
Whatever takes you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including newly renovated rooms, a business office, workout room, outdoor pool, and full-service restaurant, plus complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Gee, Tommy, you look amazing. Did you try something different with your enamel?
No way. I wouldn't do anything to alter these pearly whites, but I did see Dr. McKay Frankham, who told me if I didn't floss, I could miss up 35% of food particles.
Really? You told you that?
Yep, and you know what? He's 100% right. I started flossing, and now I look better than ever.
Wow, I want to see Dr. McKay Frankham.
Well, give him a call, 307-789-8910. Easy to remember, right?
That's super easy. Dr. McKay Frankham at 307-789-8910. I'll call today.
For more than 10 years, the professional and friendly staff at Mountain West Business Solutions has been serving customers in Wyoming and Utah. Our professional technicians live and work in communities across both states. This way, we're able to provide quick, quality service to all of our customers. We serve businesses of all sizes, and we also provide service and supplies for HP printers. Call us today to see how we can help with all your printing and copying needs. Mountain West Business Solutions, a local company with a toll-free number, 866-583-9925.
Welcome back to Pal High School. Our score at the half, 29-0 Pal on top of Evanston. Let's go ahead and talk about how we got there. First score was made by Reed Smith, an 8-yard run from 8 yards out, makes it 7-0 Pal with 7:42. An 11-yard run from Smith in the second quarter with 9:56, check that remaining, makes it 14-0 Pal, and then a 12-yard run by Smith with 50 seconds left in the half makes it 21-0 Pal. And Torrin Graham comes up with a pick six on a ball that just missed its target and kind of hits a little bit shy of where Jackson Moore wanted to throw it. Graham returns it for 6, and Evanston commits a penalty on the return, causing Pal to go for 2, and they get it. 29-0 with 23 seconds left in the half, and that brings us to our score. Pal 29, your Evanston Red Devils nothing on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. The winner of this game will have the number 4 seed in the West. The loser, unfortunately, will be 5th and will be 1 seed out of the playoffs, and their season would come to an end. So halfway home, Pal looking very, very good. We have seen some good things coming from Evanston, specifically drives not stalling we had a big drive that ended on a turnover on downs on a 4th and 3 that Evanston was just shy of converting and giving them a chance to continue. At the time, that was a 14-0 ball game, and Evanston was trying to work their way into it. That 4th down stop by Powell might be huge, as they have used the momentum to rattle off 15 more points since that moment. Let's go ahead and check on some scores from around the state. Big games being played. According to YO Preps, in the first quarter, number 4 at Douglas, no score there. In the second quarter, Riverton on top of Rollins, 20-0. And in the second quarter, Star Valley on top of Green River, 10-0. In the fourth quarter, the battle for the number 1 seed in the West and probably the number 1 seed or number 1 ranking in the last Wild Preps Coaches Media Poll. Jackson leads Cody 15-13, trying to find an updated score for you on that one, as those two guys are going at it right now. It is 15-13 with 7:20 remaining in the fourth quarter over in Cody, which is just a few minutes down the road. So Jackson on top of that one, 15-13 in the fourth quarter, just getting started there. We got 10 minutes left in our halftime. Evanston down 29-0. Red Devils will have to come back out, and they'll get the ball to receive the second half. They need to get something going quickly after that first half kickoff, and then maybe you have a chance. Evanston has shown they can stop this Panther offense multiple times, causing them to punt deep in their own territory. So Evanston's defense has shown the ability to stop. It's now on the offense that has to show the ability to cash in on those moments. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have our Excellence in Evanston segment, where this week we got a chance to catch up with Evanston High School Principal Merle Lester on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
As high school sports fans, we know that sometimes you have to drive a long way to get to the next game. If you find yourself on the side of the road, remember that Freeway Tire in Evanston offers service calls and roadside assistance 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's a great idea to have your vehicle serviced, tires checked, and oil changed to make sure it's in top shape before your next long drive. Visit Freeway Tire today, your locally owned and operated tire shop. Freeway Tire, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
In May of 2019, Uintah County School District No. 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified Level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosanna Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified Level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uintah County School District No. 1, Pathway to Excellence.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes. For the tooth fairy. So the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
Welcome to another edition of Excellence in Evanston. And speaking of excellence, here with Evanston High School Principal Merle Lester. Mr. Lester, I feel like during the pandemic, the communities have been judged primarily on how successful their schools have been. And Evanston High School stayed open all year last year. What does that say about the commitment, the dedication, and the grit of the town of Evanston?
You know, that's a great question. And I'm just really proud to be able to live, honestly, in Wyoming. Wyoming, as a state, I think did probably the best as far as educating in person as any other state in the nation. And so the leadership at the state level, the county level, within our local school district. Superintendent Thomas has been fantastic. There's a lot of pressures that come from all different sides. You've got the anti-maskers, you've got the ones that are wanting everybody to mask, and it's a matter of trying to, well, you don't necessarily please everybody, but it's trying to find the right thing, that's safe for people. That's something that really that can be a positive thing and kind of get you through it. And, in hindsight, looking back at last year, I don't think I would have changed anything. We did the mask mandate, and I think that was probably an okay thing for where we are. But it's interesting as we move into this year, and we are honestly 100% normal right now. We've learned, some things as far as cleaning our classrooms better, desks in between classes, and those kind of things that have actually, I think, helped, keep some of the disease down. And, we started the year with 4 cases of kids that were positive, and then it jumped up to 12 after the next week, and then it jumped to 25. And so, I personally got a little bit worried, and I was hoping that the trend would, soon come down. And we're back down right now. We have 4 positive cases in the high school. And so, 4 out of 800 is fantastic. And, we worry about those 4, but at the same time, I think there's something about going on with life. And I feel like we've got to learn how to deal with the pandemic. And my question is, what are we going to be doing in 10 years from now? When it's still around, how are we going to be dealing with it? And that's what I'd like to try and figure out as quickly as we can, because we have to learn how to deal with it now. And I think that what's going on right now in the schools, really grateful for Superintendent Thomas, kind of stuck his neck out a little bit this year, but we are 100% normal. We, graduation last year was fantastic. And we were able to, have a really nice graduation ceremony, and then that kind of led into this year. And we've come through the year. We've had homecoming that's been completely normal. In fact, we were able to bring back some of the old traditions that we used to have. We brought back the honk out. We brought back, we painted the E up on E Hill, so you'll notice that it's actually nice and white now. And so some of those old traditions that we've had, we were able to bring back. But a lot of that, is due to, I think good leadership from, not necessarily from me, but from people above us that are making, the bigger decisions that have really helped us. And so we've been able to have, honestly, I would say school is as normal, other than we have people that are getting sick, here and there. We've had a few staff members. I've even had COVID now. And so we're just, we worry about that and we get through it. But it feels good to be back in-person education, with, face-to-face. There's nothing like that. And one thing I realized is that, the model that we had to do the first couple of months when we were separated from kids is, I realized quickly that was I don't know what the word would be, not a very good form of education, kind of a crappy form of education. And so I'm just so grateful that we're back to normal, because the kids right now need it more than any time in my career. I've noticed that the social, emotional needs of kids are, they're struggling, and so I'm just grateful that we're back.
And kind of going back to last year, what are some skills that you feel like you and your staff learned last year out of necessity that you feel like are going to benefit you guys when all this is over, when all this is in the rearview mirror? What are some skills that you and your staff have been able to pick up out of necessity that you feel like is going to benefit Evanston High School when all this is in the rearview mirror for years to come?
I would say probably the big one that I think is we had to be just super flexible. And we had people covering other people's classes. We had, trying to deal with, a lot of people being gone. At one time we had 50 kids out and we had 15 staff members out. And so when you get to that level, it's just a matter of being flexible. So I think that what it did is it pulled us together as a community within our own school. And so the skill that I'm hoping will move forward is kind of the empathy for others and the teamwork to be able to pull off something great. That's probably the biggest thing, you know. There's little things that, you know, as far as like cleaning your classroom and just taking care of just the little day-to-day things, but the big thing to me would be pulling together as a group and, you know, helping everybody pitching into, excuse me, to solve a bigger problem or a need. So anyway.
If you could talk to us a little bit about how the fall's kind of gone. I know you touched on homecoming and the traditions that have come back. On the sports side and the activity side, things seem to be, it's been a very successful fall. Talk to us a little bit about what it's like to be the principal of Evanston High School at this point in time.
So being the principal right now, so this fall has, you know, I was worried coming into this fall, not knowing exactly what we would be doing with COVID. So in relation to COVID, I was a little bit worried because I was hoping that we could make it through without having any restrictions at all. And so far we've done that and done well. And so what that's telling me is it's given me a lot of hope for how we deal with this stuff in the future. So as far as COVID goes, I'm feeling very confident. I do think we're going to have ebbs and flows in the number of kids. I think you just have to understand that and just trying to be able to get through it. But so I think that part of this year has been fantastic. And even with some of the kids that have got sick and, you know, some family members and whatever, you know, there's been kind of personal struggles that, you know, even I've had. But as far as the overall how we're doing as a school, I think we're doing really well. I think the staff is really pulling together. We're trying to accomplish a lot of different things to make the school better. Academically, socially, emotionally, we've got a couple of different committees pulled together, trying to figure out how to help some of the social, emotional needs of kids. And so we're trying, you know, several different things to just kind of tackle some of the struggles that people are dealing with. Even our staff members, you know, depression is alive and well with a lot of people right now, and trying to figure out how to help them the very best we can. So that's a challenge that we're facing, that we're trying to be able to help kids. As far as just the regular classroom environment and what's going on, I feel really confident about that. I think we're doing really good things, and so that gives me a lot of hope. And I was even, you know, last year during the pandemic, one of the one of the true accomplishments that I think that the high school had was we had student achievement growth even during the pandemic over where we had been in the past years. And so that's an amazing thing to have accomplished during a pandemic. And so I'm really hopeful that we can continue some of those trends, you know, for, you know, some of the academic growth and stuff. So as far as activities goes, being the high school principal, there's a lot of different aspects to it. So the activities, to me, they've gone really well. You know, we've got swimming, we've got golf, we've got cross country. All of those teams, you know, we don't hear too much about those teams, but they're doing really well. And so that's been fun to be able to watch those kids and see how they're doing. We've got football and volleyball that are, you know, a little bit more visible, or, you know, the larger visible sports, and they're doing really well with, you know, and they've seen good success, and they've seen some challenges.
A big thank you to Mr. Merle Lester, Principal Merle Lester of the Evanston High School, for joining us on Excellence in Evanston. Sorry, we have to cut that interview short, but he goes on to say that they've seen challenges and they've seen success, but it's those. He's been really impressed with how not just the athletes, but the students of Evanston as a whole has risen to those challenges. We are ready to get started here in the second half. Evanston's got a bit of work to do, down 29-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard to Powell. Winner of this game will go to the state playoffs. The loser, they will start thinking about 2022. And an Evanston senior class that has a lot of big Evanston names on it: Jackson Moore, David Perez, Peyton Cornea, Jake Robinette, Cody Rex, Reagan Hoggett, Pate Burton, Sean Knight. Getting ready to get back to work, as it'll be Barker and Perez back to receive for the Red Devils. Sweeney to kick it away for Powell. And we are underway. This one a high ender over and kick caught by Perez. And now David goes from the left corner to the near sideline at the 20, gets a block and is brought down. There's a flag
Perez with the return
on Evans, or excuse me, you don't know who the flag's on, but usually on these returns, it is on the return team. Yep. Personal foul on the Red Devils. Second penalty that has come to Evanston, and both of them have been in, or excuse me, third. So 2 of the 3 penalties, to my memory, have been on the kickoff return. 11:52 to play in the third quarters. We're just getting started. First down and 10 for the Red Devils. It's going to push him way back. After that penalty, they got it. Perez got out to the 22, but that's going to put him probably around the half the distance to the goal. So all the way back to the 7. First and 10, deep in their own territory. Ball in the near hash mark. Moore in a bunch formation. Quarterback keeper rushes to the left side. Now pitches to Perez. Check that. That's Elmer, who gets about 2 or 3 yards on the play.
Moore on the option, pitching it to number 23, Quentin Elmer.
So second down and 7.
For Powell.
Gain of about 3, so they'll take it to the 10. Second and 7, Moore goes under center. You've got 2 wide receivers split out. Jackson hands it off to Knight, who dives into the pile and gets another few yards. It'll be a pickup of about 3 or 4 yards, and it'll set up a third and manageable for the Red Devils.
Third down and 5.
3rd and 4 coming up. Knight's been doing that all year, just takes the ball right into the pile, and he's one of those guys who just manages when he falls just to pick something up. Here we go, Moore dropping back to pass, throws, that is caught by a wide open man at the 40, Peyton Cornea out to the 35.
Jackson Moore's pass to number 19,
and Cornea makes the catch for a first down. Good gain on the play for the Red Devils.
First down, Evanston.
That'll get a new set of chains. First and 10 from the 37. Good reception by Cornea. Evanston with those wide receivers out there again. Moore under center, dropping back to pass. He's got great room to work with. Throws on the run, and he has to get rid of it as someone is barreling down on him.
Jackson Moore.
Looked like Torin Graham, who was coming for him. He looked to try to hit Kai Barker on the near sideline, but the Powell's defense was able to just get in there and just kind of penetrate it. Clock says 10 minutes and 12 seconds left on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard here in the third quarter. Second down and 10. Bunch formation. Moore drops back, way back there. Now he's in trouble. He's got 2 Panthers pursuing him, but he's creating distance. He's out across the 40, makes the cut, but doesn't get back to the original line of scrimmage. Moore ran almost all the way to his own end zone and then reversed field, curled around the left, and just tried to take off up the far side numbers. Torin Graham brings him down. And after all that, it's a loss of 1. 3rd and 11, ball in the 24-yard line with under 10 minutes to play on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 3rd down and 11. Evanston needs to pick this up. They need to continue this drive. Moore under center. Takes the snap. Hands off to Knight. He's got room to run. Check that. That's Kai Barker, who has room to run, goes from the center hashes all the way to the near side numbers, but only gets about 8 yards on the play. He's 2 yards shy, gets to the 35. That'll bring up 4th and 2 for the Red Devils with just over 9 minutes to play in the third quarter. Jake Robinette runs out, and Cooper Morrow runs back in. Under 9 minutes to play. That was a good run by the sophomore Barker to set this 4th and 2 up. Check that. Shot under center. Moore, quarterback keeper, and he picks it up. Big pickup for Jackson Moore. He goes off of the right tackle, finds a hole, squeezes through it, and he makes it happen for the Red Devils. A 4th down pickup, 1st and 10 from the 40 for the Red Devils. In their own territory, they'll mark it at the 39. Red Devils down 29-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston out there with 4 wide receivers, 2 to the left, 1 to the right, under center. Knight standing in the backfield. Jackson, quick pass, goes to Quentin Elmer, and it's in and out of his hands. Check that. I believe that was Kai Barker.
Intended for Barker falls incomplete.
That's incomplete, and it'll be 2nd down and 10. Whitlock, great coverage for Powell. And with 7:58 to play in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 for the Red Devils. Ball on their own 39. If Kai was able to get a hold of that, he had room to work with, and we all know how shifty he can be. 7:58, 2nd down and 10 from their own 39. Moore rolling to his left, has a man in his face, makes him miss, and gets the ball off and throws it into the Red Devil bench. That play takes about 7 seconds off the clock. Out of bounds, incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 10 with 7:50 to play in this 3rd quarter. We've seen Jackson Moore throw the ball a little bit more this second half than I think we've seen most of the season. And even a play where he's had 2 Panthers back there with him, and he's turned up field and created separation to avoid absolute disaster. Peyton Cornea doesn't make that 3rd down catch to set it up well. If Jackson Moore doesn't use his legs on that play where he ran all the way back to his end zone to try to avoid the sack. And it looks like we have a timeout for Evanston. We'll take it as well. 7:50 to play in the 3rd. Red Devils down 29-0 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football, K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
This presentation on MyLocalRadio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Checking in on our MyLocalRadio.com chat room, a big hi to Kathy Kuntz, who says, "Go Big Red." Nathan Conrad, coach of the cross-country Red Devils, they will be in action for a state championship tomorrow, says, "Go Red Devils." And Katie Blair says, "Go Carter Blair," who has had himself a pretty good game tonight. The situation we find ourselves, 7:50 remaining in the 3rd, 3rd and 10 from their own 39 for the Red Devils here in the first drive of the second half. Evanston's already converted a 4th down. Now we'll see if they can set something up here. 3rd and 10, Moore back to pass. He's got people in the backfield. Great block by Regan Hoggett. Moore's going to tuck it and run. Gets across the 40 to the 50 and out of bounds. Great pickup by Jackson Moore.
Jackson Moore on the keeper that time.
On the quarterback keeper, and it's a 1st down for Evanston. This reminds you, Evanston on the right side of the 50-yard line, and wants to remind you that that AARP Wyoming wants to remind you that great things happen after 50. Visit AARP Wyoming's Facebook page for more information. Just under 8 minutes, to play in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10, Evanston on the 49-yard line of Powell. Moore under center. Hands off to Knight. He rumbles forward, and he'll pick up about 3 yards on the play.
Carson Knight on the carry for Evanston.
7.5 to play as Carson Knight rumbles forward, 3-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd down and 7, and Knight doing exactly what he's done really all season long, and that is take the ball, go up the middle, and just move his body forward to pick up those yards. And really, that's exactly what Evanston's lead running back has done since week 1 against Ben Lomond. Moore under center, drops back to pass. He's got people in the backfield, lets it fly, caught by Peyton Cornea at the 40, and he's wrestled down. Cornea with his second big reception of the night, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 2. Clock still rolling, 6:44 to play here in the 3rd quarter. 29-0 Powell, but Evanston starting to move the ball well. They've picked up multiple first downs and multiple 3rd down conversions on this drive. Jake Robinette lined up to the near sideline as the single wide receiver. Moore under center. Takes the snap, and it's quarterback keeper. Moore picks up the first down and a little bit more as he goes into the pile. And Jackson Moore moves the chains again for Evanston.
That time by number 62, Sheldon Schupman.
So it now is 1st and 10 on the 38-yard line of Powell. Red Devils moving the ball very well in the second half. They're chewing a lot of clock, though. Moore under center. Takes the snap. Pitches to David Perez. He cuts up at the near side numbers and is thrown out of bounds.
Perez on the carry for Evanston.
And the clock does not stop. So it'll actually be 7 or 5. The clock does stop finally at 5:45. It'll be 2nd down and 11. 1-yard loss on the run by Perez, who's thrown out of bounds on that near sideline around the 38-yard line. .545 remaining on the clock here in the 3rd quarter. Tight formation for the Red Devils. One wide receiver split out near. That's Cornea. Here comes Moore, dropping back to pass. He's got room to run, looking for Cornea. Throws, and that is caught. What a catch by Peyton Cornea. Look at this. Moore dropping back to pass, and Cornea makes a beautiful reception through the defender on the near sideline. 1st down Red Devils in the territory of Powell. It'll be inside the 10, 1st and goal from the 10. Big opportunity here for Evanston after Cornea has kept this drive alive, making a big 3rd down catch to set up the 4th down conversion, and now that catch right there. 1st and 8, 1st and goal from the 8. Moore dropping back to pass, now pitches it to Quentin Elmer. He puts on the shifty moves and picks up a few yards, gets to that far hash. And we are around 5 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Taken down by Zach Ratcliffe.
And Quentin Elmer, the senior, has done a great job tonight. Peyton Cornea, he is being utilized well in the passing game. And now that'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 6 after the 2-yard gain by Elmer. Moore under center. Takes the snap. And it's a quarterback keeper. He gets through one tackler, but it takes too much time as Moore is maybe able to gain 1 yard. He got rid of one tackler, but then that gave Pal time to bring 2 guys up, and it'll be 3rd and goal from the 7. Just over 4 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. Evanston, if you can get some points on the board and then get some, you need some quick defensive stops. Jackson goes under center. Knight in the backfield. Jackson Moore driving back to pass, throws. That will be caught. Peyton Cornea makes the catch. No. It's intercepted. Reed Smith made the interception. It looked like Cornea got the ball, but upon second look, Reed Smith picks it off. at the 2-yard line. It looked like Cornea might have had another great reception, but Smith hauled it in. I got a little bit ahead of myself. Apologies for that. 29-0 Powell. And with 3:44 to play in the first half of the second half, so the third quarter, it'll be 1st and 10 from their own 2. Evanston, if you can get a loss of yardage here, that'd be big. Schwann hands off to Smith, who goes right into the pile and picks up maybe about a yard or 2 off of the right guard.
Graham on the carry for the Panthers.
And that's the big back, Torrin Graham.
Short gain brings up a 2nd down and 8.
A 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8, 3:24 to play in the third quarter. Powell in no hurry to get this play off. Panthers under center. That's Schwann. Strong eye formation. Hands it off to Torrin Graham, and the Red Devils read it well. First one to make the play was
taken down by
Blake Ross, who got there, who sets it up well. 3rd and 6, and Evanston might be getting that defensive stop we were talking about. 2:41 to play here on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard just in this third quarter. Schwann under center. And it's a pitch to Torrin Graham in the backfield. Graham to the near side or far side hash, tries to turn upfield, and he picks up the first down, probably about a gain of 8 on the play. And he really just kind of dragged everyone along with him, and that'll set up a first down for Powell. 2:17 and counting to play in this third quarter. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 17 for Powell. And Torrin Graham, we talked about it earlier, 6'1", 220 pounds. He is a load to bring down. Shotgun formation for the Panthers. The snap is low. Picked up quickly by the sophomore Schwann. Kicks it out to the left sideline. Nice reception made for the Panthers as he gets to the near sideline. And it was Trace Anderson, number 10. Or Stenerson, excuse me. Jackson Moore brings him down. And that'll make it 2nd down and 1 after the 9-yard reception by Stenerson. .147 left in the third quarter as Powell makes it 2nd down and 1. Shotgun formation. 4 wide receivers out there for Powell. 2 on the near sideline. 1 lined up on the right. Or 2 on the right. And it's a fake out type play where Schwann hands it off to Smith and then fakes the throw as Smith rolls forward, and that'll be a pickup of enough for the first down. 1:35 left in this third quarter, and Powell content to just run the clock down in this third quarter. Empty backfield for the Panthers. Check that. There is Smith standing to his right. Shotgun formation and a pitch out to Torrin Graham, who is in the backfield with him, not Smith. And Graham tries to cut upfield in between the hash marks, but is brought down, probably about a gain of about 4 or 5 yards.
2nd down and 5, Panthers.
And it'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Panthers inside a minute to play in the third quarter. Ball on the 34 of Powell. Probably going to take their time, maybe execute 2 more plays before we go to the fourth quarter break. Shotgun formation for the Panthers. And a fake handoff and the jet sweep. Instead, it's a give to Graham in the backfield, who just goes forward. And Carson Knight gets his arms around him and plants him down. And there's an injured Red Devil on the field. We're going to go ahead and take a break. We'll be right back after this. 29-0 Powell with 25 seconds to go on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation here in the third on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Time flies, especially when you're having fun. This is Jeremy Rex, manager at T-Bar S in Evanston. It's hard to believe that we've been here almost a year with our new management team and staff. Did you know that you can have your vehicle detailed, your windshield replaced, chip repair done, or get your trailer refinished or rewired at T-Bar S? Of course, we are a full-service collision repair shop, too. You can even change your oil and your brakes. Visit T-Bar S today. Let T-Bar fix your car. 515 County Road, Evanston.
Identifying the injured Red Devil on the field, it is Wade Barker, who is being tended to right now. As we are at a stop here at Powell High School, 29-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Finishing up the games from around the state, Cody does beat Jackson, getting a touchdown with less than a minute to go, 21-15. So Cody will be the number 1 seed in the West. Jackson will be the number 2. So that is how that breaks down. As Wade Barker has come to his feet, he gets an applause from the fans, and he is walking off on his own power. That is a great sign as he walks off the field with his coach. 25 seconds to play here in the third quarter. That sets up 3rd and 1. Red Devil defense has done well on third downs tonight, as there's been multiple times that they have stopped Powell and just kind of wore them out on that long field. So 3rd and 1, ball on the 38-yard line, 25 seconds to play in this third quarter. Shotgun formation for Schwann. Takes the snap. Looking to pass, throws right side. That one is caught at the 45, off across the 40, speeding all the way to the other side of the field is Ratcliffe. Blake Ross makes the stop, and it's a big first down for the Panthers with 16 seconds remaining on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard here in the third quarter. They were all the way down at their own 40 and now all the way to the 38 of Evanston. Shotgun formation as the clock runs out. And we're headed to the fourth quarter. 12 minutes left in the game, and it's Powell 29, Evanston nothing on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. I don't know what happened there. I must have accidentally hit the swap button. 29-0 Powell on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We'll be right back after this with the fourth quarter on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
The importance of saving and learning how to use money wisely can be taught from a very young age. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we offer youth accounts to help kids learn to save, borrow, and spend responsibly. Our youth accounts are special, just like the kids in our community. Check out our See You Grow, See You Learn, and See You Prosper accounts for kids 0 to 18. These accounts are great to start managing finances. Open a youth account today for $1. TronaValley.com, member NCUA.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
We go into the fourth quarter. Pal leading it 29-0. All of those points coming in the first half. So again, Evanston doing a good job kind of pitching the shutout in the second half. But it does look like Powell will be getting that number 4 seed in the West. And Evanston's season will come to an end. A season that saw so much change as Schwann throws right sideline, caught
Schwann's pass complete
by Sweeney, the kicker. He's out of bounds. Blake Ross is the one who kind of forces him there. Anyways, a season that saw so much change, so much improvement. This team won 1 game in the last 2 years. They're going to end the 2021 season, if this score holds, with 5 wins and 4 losses, a winning record for Evanston for the first time in the Jim Burton era, and it gives you a lot to be excited about. Great performance by Kai Barker, Cohen Morrow. Here comes Schwann, throws deep, right side for Sweeney, overthrew him, incomplete.
Schwann's pass intended for Hawkins Sweeney.
And Sweeney almost had a great catch for a touchdown, but he overthrew him on the near sideline. Incomplete. 3rd and 7 coming up. A big bright spot we've seen from Evanston that they can build on is their defense has been great this year. And a lot of great pieces will be back in 2022. Of course, a few of them sophomores. We're talking about Kai Barker, Cohen Morrow. 11:49 to play, 3rd down and 7, ball on the Evanston 35. Here comes Schwanson, Rig Hoggett in the backfield with him, forces him to get it away, dumps it off to Torrin Grant, and he is tripped up. That looks like by Blake Ross. Check that, Cohen Morrow. Speaking of the great sophomore talent, Morrow tripped him up.
We're moving.
And
first down,
but they give him the first down on the spot. 1st and 10 from the 27. 11:30 to play in the game. But Parker, am I right? There's a lot to be excited about for Evanston football. A lot of great talent that made breakout moves this year. And a lot of great talent coming up. Shotgun formation for Schwann. Holding it for a while, takes the snap, dropping back to play. There's a flag. Bullet pass thrown right side, caught by Sweeney. Check that. Yeah, that is Sweeney. And now running and shrugging off tacklers. It takes a whole group of Red Devils to bring him down as he gets to the 15-yard line. Randall on the stop, flag on the ground. It will be interference on Powell, and illegal motion is the official call. So they're going to go back. So that'll move him back even more. Sam Whitlock, by the way, the freshman, makes the reception, 5'11", 171 pounds.
Looking at a 1st down and 15 for the Panthers.
1st and 15 for Powell. Ball on the 32. Shotgun formation for Schwann. Schwann, the sophomore quarterback, throws, and that is into double coverage. Intended for Reed Smith. Good job by Kai Barker, who led that play to kind of get the coverage done. So it'll be 2nd down and 15.
3rd down and 15 for the Panthers.
From the 32. Around 10 minutes to play. Shotgun formation, Schwann pitches it out to Sweeney, out on the run. He's able to get to the near sideline and picks up the 1st down. Won't be brought down till around the 15-yard line. And it's a fresh set of downs. Carter Blair gets another tackle. 1st down, Powell. It says 10:15 on the clock. We have 9:46 on ours, so we're going to pause it till it catches up. Pal taking their time, getting this one off. Three wide receivers to the left side for the quarterback, Schwann. He's in the shotgun formation. Has Graham in the backfield with him. Schwann throws left side, looking for the pylon. Toe drag, incomplete.
Schwann's pass intended for Ratcliffe.
Looking for Ratcliffe. Would have been caught with a foot inside the front pylon on the far sideline. Quentin Elmer, good pass protection or pass coverage, excuse me. It'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 14 of Powell. Elmer's had a great, what is probably his final high school football game today. Good receptions in the backfield, great running of the ball, and even great defense. Ratcliffe in the shotgun formation. Takes a snap. Ball's on the ground. He picks it up and throws it for the end zone. That is broken up. Incomplete. Great play by James Martins, who breaks it up. Didn't see the intended receiver, but Martins goes above in the jump ball and knocks it away. 9:40 to play, and it's 3rd and 10. Evanston's defense trying to stand up. Ball on the 14-yard line, and to tell you what, that was just absolute heart from Evanston. Trying to make this happen. Shotgun formation, pitch to Graham, and he gets contact in the backfield, but he shrugs it off, turns upfield, and he's going to be well short of the 3rd down. Maybe only a gain of about 2 or 3 yards. That'll be 4th and 8. So we'll see what Powell does. 4th and 8. Vitorin Graham got that pitch in the backfield. There was a Red Devil player, couldn't quite see from our angle who it was, but he had hands on him. He shrugged it off, and then the Red Devil secondary was able to kind of swallow him up. Here comes the field goal attempt. It's going to be a 27-yarder. Kick is up, and it is good. Hawkins Sweeney from 25 yards out. And it is 32-0 Powell. 8:48 left in the 4th. We'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
This is Colt Hamilton with Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston. I'm excited to announce our new Legendary Leadership Award. Each month we are going to be giving away $1,000 to a local legendary leader. We need your nominations. We want to start giving back to people that have stepped up to keep our community thriving. Nominate anyone from leaders among our schools, healthcare workers, first responders, and so on. Who do you know that has made an impact in our community? Together, let's recognize and reward people that have made a difference in your lives. Email me your nominations at leaders@RockyMountainYetiEvanston.com or click the link below. Again, that's leaders@RockyMountainYetiEvanston.com.
Welcome back, 4th quarter action. Sweeney will kick this one high end over end kick into the back of the end zone for a touchback. And with 8:48 to play on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, Pal, after a 25-yard field goal from the kicker who has really been perfect tonight, Hawkins Sweeney, makes it 31-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Red Devils. And we'll see what they do with this type of time. Moore will go under center. Carson Knight standing in the backfield. Here comes Moore dropping back to pass. And he's got pressure in the backfield, sacked.
Jackson Moore taken down that time by Hiram Yaidi.
Hiram Yaidi gets back there and just flushes Moore out of the pocket, sends him running for a little while.
Second down and 18 for Evanston.
And a loss of 8 yards. Second down and 18 for the Red Devils. Down 32-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. One wide receiver lined out wide to the far sideline. That's Jake Robinette. And Jackson Moore with the quarterback keeper goes up the center and picks up about
Jackson
2 or 3
Moore
on the
carry
play.
For Evanston, taken down by Reed Smith for the Panthers.
Second down and probably around 15 for
Gain.
Evanston.
Third down and 15.
Check that, third down. Apologies, looking at the wrong down marker. And Evanston wants to get something going with this senior class that has done so much over the last 3 years. Moore under center, dropping back to pass, and he throws right side. Intercepted, and it's another pick six, making the grab and rolling along the left sideline. Trey Stenerson. And with 7:24 to go,
Hawkins Sweeney on for the extra point.
Hawkins Sweeney will come on for the extra point.
Schwann on the hold.
As Schwann will go down to hold. So Stenerson with the pick six, and the kick is up. And good.
Oh, yeah,
only one missed extra point for Sweeney all season, and he's not going to start now. Panthers opening it up 39-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Football and K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
When do you schedule doctor appointments?
In bed before I fall asleep.
In the car waiting to pick up my kids.
We can even do it after breakfast.
We all lead busy lives. Online appointment scheduling puts you in control. In just 90 seconds, you can make an appointment with a primary care provider or specialist at evanstonanytime.com. Select the day and time most convenient for you. Enter some basic information, and just like that, you're scheduled for care. Schedule appointments for next day and beyond at evanstonanytime.com.
7 minutes and 24 seconds remain in the Red Devil season. Pal is going to get the number 4 seed in the West as the score reads 39-0 Panthers on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Sweeney with a high end-over-end kick goes into the end zone, and the Red Devils will take over on their own 20.
First down, Evanston.
We've talked about the talent that Evanston will have next year. Let's talk about those that are probably touching the gridiron for Evanston. Well, are touching the gridiron for Evanston for the last time. Of course, Jackson Moore, who has been a key part to this team every year of the Jim Burton era and has made leaps and bounds every year. This year, no exception. Ran this offense beautifully this season. Then, of course, David Perez. Coach Burton has called him lightning in the bottle as the handoff goes to Carson Knight, and he just gets thumped after a good pickup of about 5 yards. He goes off of the right tackle, but Shootman just kind of comes up and knocks him down. It'll be second down, and of course, to Carson Knight, not a name that we've seen a lot on the offensive side of the ball until this year, but man, from the moment he put his mark as the leading running back on this team back in week 0 at Ben Lomond, he has been a player that Red Devil fans have loved to watch. Moore hands off again tonight, and he'll drag the pile just shy of the first down.
Carson Knight again on the carry.
It'll be about a gain of 2. It'll be third and 8 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard.
Third down and a long run.
Check that. 3rd and 1 is where they end up spotting it from the 29. Moore goes under center. Takes the snap. And it's quarterback keeper Moore does what he's been doing all year, reading that well, gets to the right side of the pile, and just kind of dives forward for the first down.
Dusty Carter on the stop for the Panthers.
So another first down for the Red Devils. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 33.
First down, Evanston.
Another one to talk about, leading that offensive line, 3-year starter, Cody Rex and Pate Burton. Those guys have done a great job this year, giving Jackson and David Perez and Carson Knight room to work with. Jackson Moore dropping back to pass, throws, that will be caught. No, not caught, excuse me. Just outside the reach of a diving Jake Robinette. And the clock stops with 5:37 to play here in the fourth quarter. Robinette, another one of those guys who had a standout moment in the Ben Lomond game, an amazing falling touchdown catch in the end zone at Ben Lomond back in week 0. 5:37, 2nd down and 10, ball on the 33, Evanston down big here in Powell. Handoff to Carson Knight. He goes into the pile, wrapped up, but not before he gains about 3 or 4 yards on the play. And with 5 minutes and 25 seconds to play, it'll be 3rd down, and we'll call it 6. Ball on the 37-yard line of Evanston. Robinette lined out to the near side. Moore goes under center. He's got Knight in the backfield, and it is a handoff to Carson, who goes forward and moves the legs. And it'll be another Carson Knight typical pickup of about 3 yards. All he's got to do is just fall into the pile, and it helps. So a 5-yard pickup for Carson Knight, and it's 4th and 2 from the 41. And Evanston, you get the feeling they're going to go for this. Try to keep that group out there with the ball as long as possible. One wide receiver split out wide right. That is Jake Robinette. Here comes Moore. Handoff to Knight, who just picks up the first down. No problem. Gets about 4 yards on the play. And Carson Knight, I mean, man, it's just like clockwork. Give him the ball, let him go into the pile and fall forward. You're going to get at least 3 or 4 yards. 1st and 10, ball on the 45 of Evanston. 4 minutes to play on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Moore dropping back to pass. Throws. That one is a rainbow right off of the fingertips of Peyton Cornea.
Moore's pass intended for Cornea.
It would have been caught around the 30-yard line, and Cornea was on the run. It just ripples off of his fingertips, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
For Evanston.
Under 4 minutes to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Bunch formation for the Red Devils. Moore. Hands off to David Perez, who goes around the right end and picks up about 5 yards on the play before he's knocked down on that far hash mark. And it's 2nd down, or 3rd down and 5. Ball on the 50-yard line. Great things happen after 50. AARP Wyoming wants to remind you, visit AARP Wyoming Facebook page for more information. Jake Robinette lined out to the near sideline. He's the only wide receiver lined out. Moore hands off to Knight. He goes off of the left tackle and bounces forward and picks up the first down all the way out to about the 41-yard line of Powell.
Brent Childers on the stop.
Just over 3 minutes to play. And it's a fresh set it down for the Red Devils on the 41-yard line, 1st and 10, 41-yard line of Powell. Moore goes under center. Hands off to Knight, who goes straight forward, and that's a good pickup there for Carson. It's about a 6-yard pickup, so it'll be 2nd down and 4. Ball on the 35-yard line.
2nd and 4.
Knight again running it right down the center. Second down and 4. 2:36 to play. Handoff to Knight, and he will pick up the first down, it looks like, as he just goes off of the right side. It was second down and 4, and he gets exactly the 4, and it'll be 1st and 10, Evanston.
First down, Evanston.
Moore gets the troops together and goes to the line. Handoff to Knight, who goes off of the left guard, keeps the feet moving, and gets himself all the way out to the 25-yard line. Check that. That was Cohen Morrow.
By Cody Seifert for the Panthers. Second down and 4.
So Morrow with the carry for Evanston. Sets up second down and 4. 1:40 to play. Moore under center. Dropping back to pass. He's got people in the backfield. Plants his feet, thought about throwing it, and instead is forced out of bounds with 1:29. Second down and 4 was the call, and Moore loses yardage, probably about 3 yards on the play. Third down and 7 with 89 seconds left on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Moore under center on the near hash. Third down and 7. Jackson. Handoff. Going straight into the pile, Carson Knight. And that'll bring up 4th down with under 1:20 to play on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. I want to invite you guys to tune in to mylocalradio.com and K9 tomorrow afternoon, 12:30 pregame, 1 o'clock first serve for Evanston's final regular season game before the regional tournament. They'll take on the Jackson Bronx live from Red Devil Gymnasium. Inside the final minute of play. And we're going to enjoy this, the final minutes of the careers of David Perez. Jackson Moore pitches out to Perez. He's out to cross the 24, or excuse me, out cross the 20, almost to the 15, and it picks up a first down. Anyway, that we're going to enjoy the final moments of the high school career of this senior class who has meant so much to Evanston football over the years. 2-year starters, 3-year starters. All I can say is well done, guys. It's been a lot of fun to watch you, especially this season. A 5-4 record for the Red Devils. Moore on the quarterback keeper, makes one man miss. Now pitches it out to Quentin Elmer on the lateral, and Elmer gets inside the 10. 13 seconds remaining.
First and goal, Evanston.
It'll be 1st and goal, Red Devils. Don't know what happened with our clock. But 13 seconds remaining. And a timeout called by the Red Devils. And I think this is all about, 4 seconds remaining when the timeout was called. I think this is Coach Burton telling his seniors, let's go out one more time with a bang. And that would be a great way to end the career of Dom Mendez, Blake Ross, Jackson Moore, James Martins, Skylar Green, Peyton Cornea, Jake Robinette, Salvador Sanchez, Quentin Elmer, David Perez, Ethan Moberly, Aiden Clark, Carson Knight, Tyler Stokes, Cooper Morrow, Gage Beechler, Cody Rex, Pate Burton, Wade Barker, Nick Shodel, Jason Bowen, Rig Hoggett, and Guillermo Trejo. See if they can go out with 4 seconds and score on what will be the final play of those young men that I just read their names, their Red Devil football careers. 1st and goal. Ball on the 7-yard line. Moore under center. Quarterback keeper. He rushes to the right side and gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Devils!
On Last play of the game.
And in the final play of his career, Jackson Moore fools everybody and goes in off of the right tackle and into the end zone. Touchdown Evanston as the clock hits 0. Doesn't look like they're going to attempt an extra point, and hugs all around for the Evanston Red Devils.
And that's the ball game.
Powell wins it 39-6 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. But this senior class gets one more moment of glory, and it comes from Jackson Moore, who gets that final touchdown for this senior class. We'll be right back after this with our post-game show on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
And number 40.
When you're looking for one location that is centrally located in Wyoming to host a business meeting or corporate retreat, always consider the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper first. With meeting rooms and amenities that everyone can enjoy at the Come On In is the best place to host events. The rustic decor, fireplaces, jacuzzis, pool, and large indoor atrium will make your event memorable. Call today and find out the ways we can help make your event a success. Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper. Call 307-472-6300.
America keeps moving, and Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to help you keep rolling. Whether you need a brand new vehicle or service on one you already own, Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to lend a helping hand. Our certified mechanics are knowledgeable, and our sales team takes the time to get to know you and what your needs are. Stop in today, Auto Farm Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. Evanston's community-driven dealer.
Gee, Tommy, you look amazing. Did you try something different with your enamel?
No way. I wouldn't do anything to alter these pearly whites, but I did see Dr. McKay Frankham, who told me if I didn't floss, I could miss up 35% of food particles.
Really? You told you that?
Yep, and you know what? He's 100% right. I started flossing, and now I look better than ever.
Wow, I want to see Dr. McKay Frankham.
Well, give him a call, 307-789-8910. Easy to remember, right?
That's super easy. Dr. McKay Frankham at 307-789-8910. I'll call today.
Welcome back to Pal High School. We'll kick it off with your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat. And speaking of fresh, they got a brand new sandwich called the gonna have to look it up to get it right. They gave me a paper for it. It's called the Black and Blue. It's got their roast beef with blue cheese dressing and blue cheese crumbles. If you're a blue cheese fan, go check it out. That is the Black and Blue at Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston. Our Freaky Fast Recap starts back on August 27th, Week 0, Evanston, with a 1-point victory thanks to a under a minute 2-point conversion interception in the end zone by Kai Barker to give Evanston their first win of the first season opening win of the Jim Burton era. And then a week later, the Red Devils able to get a come-from-behind victory over Mountain View to improve to 2-0. Then they would start play against the rest of the 3A, welcoming Riverton to their home opener. Red Devils win that one by less than a touchdown. And then a week later would beat Lander Valley by less than a touchdown. Their first win going away would come a week later in the conference opener at Green River. Final score 20-6, that one, giving them a 5-0 start. They'll finish the season with 5 wins and 4 losses and just miss the playoffs, finishing 5th in the gauntlet that is known as the 3A West. The Red Devils have their first winning season of the Jim Burton era and missed the playoffs by only 1 game. So for a team that only had 1 win in the last 2 years, this was a successful season. This was a season that you can build upon, and Evanston Red Devil fans, this is a season you can be excited about, and excited about the future that is coming, the future for Red Devil football with the talent that is coming back. But it is also hard not to realize and miss the talent that will be graduating this year. So one more time, I'm going to read their names before we wrap up this Freaky Fast recap. Number 1, Dom Mendez. Number 2, Blake Ross. Number 4, Jackson Moore. Number 5, James Martins. Number 18, Skylar Green. Number 19, Peyton Cornia. Number 21, Jake Robinette. Number 22, Salvador Sanchez. Number 23, Quentin Elmer. Number 24, David Perez. Number 25, Ethan Moberly. Number 26, Aiden Clark. Number 27, Carson Knight. Number 30, Tyler Stokes. Number 35, Cooper Morrow. Number 53, Gage Beechler. Number 57, Cody Rex. Number 59, Pate Burton. And number 62, Wade Barker. Number 37, Peyton Vernon. Number 67, Nick Schodel. Number 72, Jason Bowen. Number 73, Rig Hoggett. And number 76, Guillermo Trujillo. Those are the seniors that will be missed from the Evanston football field after what has been a great season for Evanston. Again, they finish it with a season of 5-4. And all I have to say to those young men, those seniors who helped really kind of build the Jim Burton era, as they were, a few of them were starting sophomores this in Jim Burton's first season, is congratulations on a great Red Devil career. It has been a pleasure to watch you guys over the last 3 years. That's your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston. We're fast and fresh meat. We're going to step aside when we come back. We'll break down this one. Your final score, Powell 39, Evanston 6 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Red Devils! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
Whatever takes you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including newly renovated rooms, a business office, workout room, outdoor pool, and full-service restaurant, plus complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Welcome back to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on MyLocalRadio.com. Also on the airwaves at KNYN 99.1 FM. Let's go ahead and break down this one. Your final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Powell 39, Evanston 6. As Evanston was able to avoid the shutout due to some late game heroics and pride from the Evanston senior quarterback, Jackson Moore, who brings it in. We'll talk more about that play later. Let's give the scoring breakdown. It all started with 7:42 left in the first when Reed Smith took it in from 8 yards to make it 7-0. Then 11 yards from Reed Smith, making it 14-0 with 9:56 left in the second. A 12-yard touchdown scamper by Smith again, so he leaves the game or ends the game with 3 touchdowns on the ground. It's 21-0 Powell with 50 seconds left in the first half. And then a ball that just kind of falls short right into the arms of Torrin Graham around the 30-yard line. Graham returns it for a pick 6, making it 29-0 Powell with 23 seconds left in the first half. Evanston would hold Powell scoreless in the third, but Powell would hold Evanston scoreless in the third despite some very great opportunities for the Red Devils. The scoring in the fourth quarter would not come until Powell gets a 25-yard field goal from their kicker, who, by the way, he was great tonight. He had great punts, great kickoffs, and, of course, a great 25-yard field goal from Sweeney. Trying to make sure I got that right. Anyway, Sweeney puts it out from 25 yards and through the uprights. Hawkins Sweeney, the senior, 5'7", 140 pounds. He's the kicker and the wide receiver anyway. Makes it 31-0 with 8:48 left in the fourth. And then a pick six for Stenerson with 7:24 left in the fourth. Makes it 39-0. Evanston, though, would not be denied on the final drive, as with 4 seconds left, Coach Burton calls the timeout and designs a play. The conversation probably with something similar to, let's go ahead and go out on top with one more touchdown and give us one more moment of glory in this season for this senior class that has worked so hard and has done so well throughout the years. And that's exactly what happened, as from 7 yards out, quarterback Jackson Moore rushes it in, showing off his moves one more time for the Evanston fans, putting it in the end zone as the whistle blows. Your final score, 39-6, Pal on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll wrap things up here from Pal on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
At Ellingford Brothers, we're known for an excellent steel shop and quality cement. We also provide other products all year round. Sand and different sizes of gravel for road base and landscaping in the summer and fall. Traction in the winter and mud control in the spring. Bark for landscaping in the summer and winterization in the fall. And topsoil. Spring, summer, and fall, prices are always honest. Pickup or delivery. Ellingford Brothers, your year-round source for so many things. Stop in today at 221 County Road in Evanston.
As your local Ricoh, Toshiba, and Sharp dealer, Mountain West Business Solutions represents quality office equipment that lasts. We work with each client to understand your workflow, your goals, and your bottom line. Whether you lease or purchase office equipment, we have many ways to work with you to provide the best products at the best value. We also service and provide supplies for HP printers. Call Mountain West Business Solutions today. Let us help you find the best solutions for you and your business.
As high school sports fans, we know that sometimes you have to drive a long way to get to the next game. If you find yourself on the side of the road, remember that Freeway Tire in Evanston offers service calls and roadside assistance 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's a great idea to have your vehicle serviced, tires checked, and oil changed to make sure it's in top shape before your next long drive. Visit Freeway Tire today, your locally owned and operated tire shop. Freeway Tire, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Your final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard: Evanston 6, Pal 39. Pal will be the number 4 seed in the West. Evanston's season comes to an end after what has been a great turnaround season. 5-4, the final record for the Red Devils, as they notched exciting wins in Ben Lomond, a great comeback win against Mountain View, two great wins over Lander and the someone's walking. Lander and Riverton, also a good win over Green River. So a good season for the Red Devils. Nice turnaround and a lot to build on. It's time for your Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Dentistry for the whole family. Call 307-789-8910 for your appointment today. And we're going to give it to Jackson Moore because for what it meant. Evanston was down. It was the final seconds of the game. And Jackson Moore, who has done it all year long, takes it in from 7 yards out. He goes and does it one more time on a great read option. Thought about throwing it to David Perez and said he saw a hole just off of the right tackle and went forward, picks up those 7 yards to get the final touchdown of his Evanston Red Devil career. Congratulations, Jackson Moore, for winning our Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Dentistry for the whole family. Call 307-789-8910 for your appointment today. That's going to do it for our broadcast here from Pal High School. We got a bit of a drive tomorrow morning because we will be bringing you live Evanston Red Devil volleyball as they take on Jackson in their final game before the regional tournament in Star Valley next week, which we will have full coverage of the Evanston volleyball team in the postseason. I invite you to join us for that. It'll be on K9 and mylocalradio.com. On behalf of our producer in the studio in downtown Evanston, Mr. Colton Bagley, as well as our other production assistant, Mr. Sean Hando, our executive producer, Mr. Val Cook, our office manager, office manager, Kayleen Anderson, and sales manager, Julie Burley, as well as the rest of the staff at My Local Radio Sports, Mr. Cullen Holt, voice of the Bridger Valley, Mr. Cody Olson, voice of the Rich Rebels, and Mr. Dan Hubbard, voice of the Preston Indians over in Idaho. I'm Elan Off, checking in one more time with the mylocalradio.com chat room. A big thank you to Kathy Kuntz, S. Nitzer, who says, let's go, Brandon. Katie Blair, who is pulling for Carter Blair, who had a great night. And, of course, good luck to Nathan Conrad and the Red Devil cross-country team. I'm Elan Off saying we'll see you next time the ball flies, which will be right here on mylocalradio.com and KNYN tomorrow afternoon, pregame at 12:30. First serve scheduled for 1 o'clock. Of course, those times are subject to change when Evanston volleyball wraps up the regular season against the Jackson Bronx. Thank you so much. Take care, and great football season, Evanston Red Devils.
The preceding has been a wholly owned production of mylocalradio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated. Thank you for joining us on this First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Red Devil Sports on mylocalradio.com. Until next time, go Devils.